Yeah.
Speech to text. Speech to text.
Yeah, that's what I
Might not work with like heavy Russian accents.
Heavy fake Russian accent.
Well, shit. So, like, what do you guys think? Should we wait for John?
Where is he?
He's at a dentist nearby, but he hasn't responded in a while. So that's why I made the joke about the dentist hopefully not harvesting his organs.
Yeah, no, we can jump in, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
Can we do a rehash of what happened last time? Because I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember where we
absolutely. Let me pull this up real quick. Last time on SpaceBook Soviets,
We had Joel. We finished Joel.
We finished. Yeah.
you did finish first part of John.
We do have a new job.
We also established that talking in normal voice means out of character, and talking in accent means in character.
That's correct.
It's a very easy way to figure out.
So if you actually want to make a Russian accent joke, you have to be in the game.
Yeah.
Right, and so that's the beauty of it, right? It's like, if you think of something funny to say in Russian, you're saying it in character. Because it's way better having that dialogue. So last time, Molotov, Vitaly, Antov, Sergey, Boris Borisovich, it's the only one I say full name, Lazka, and Konstantin, Rasputin as well. Also, everyone else's last names are hard to say.
Nenavisti. This is not so hard.
Alright, so, first we established debts, and why people have debts, to what. We established some of the factions. That's right, session 1, titled Oopsie Poopsie. First off, we started with Sergey initiating a station-wide lockdown. He then immediately tried to scapegoat the Gribbets as causing it. He also failed, and they know. Specifically, he failed so hard that they know that he tried. I don't know how the fuck they would know that, but
Word will get
they
around.
do.
There's Ugg Ribbit somewhere on the station.
Yeah. So, and that's the other thing I have to figure out is later on he successfully scapegoated someone for the same thing, but he failed the first time. So I'm now questioning if he actually could have done the second time. We'll figure it out. Lazka knows about a shady market. He gets a free contact that he gets to introduce whenever he enters a new area.
And yes.
That was the
I know a secretive market, and I'm always going to pick secretive, I think. I can pick the market, but I'm always going to pick secretive, and I get to introduce a contact whatever he goes for.
Right. Right. And so what happened was, after the lockdown, you guys then started the search to find him, which is hilarious. Great planning on that one.
We locked down the station so he couldn't escape, and then we found him.
I thought you told us that it actually worked.
Yeah,
because
very
he was
straightforward.
about to get away.
He was in the process of getting away.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, like, with hindsight, you're like, this was great.
Yeah.
If someone asked me, I'd be like, wait, no, find him, and then lock it down. Yeah.
Wait, what?
It worked.
Wait, why would it make sense to search for him?
Because you lose time.
And we also killed 3 people.
lockdown.
No, it's like it took nothing. What do you mean?
Finding him took a little while.
We also,
Yeah, but he couldn't escape in that time because the station was locked down.
we also killed 3 people this way. You know, it's kind of like overkill.
Oh, yeah.
But none of them were us.
Technically, only Sergey killed 3 people. Sergey took 3 lives on accident.
You know, murder and commission or robbery.
Listen, if you're designing like an emergency shutdown mechanism for a dock, you have to have something that prevents chopping ships in half. So that's not on us. That's on whoever installed the...
Or construction, right?
Yeah.
So you found the quote-unquote... Oh, that's right. So he was described as the jowly guy. That's how Sergey remembered him. Because he doesn't know any of the names of his butlers. Antov was actually the one who found the jowly guy by help from his ladies, his social media ladies. You guys found him in Dock 26.
Which was also the only dock, right? Is that right?
There was like 3 docks.
It was like 3 docks.
We
Okay.
went from like
26.
1 to 10 to 26 or something.
You know, it's bad luck to have number 13.
Right,
So
of course.
13 through 25 is, you know, a logical exception.
It's like an
So,
airport terminal. All the little holes are
let's see.
numbered.
Through the social media, you learn that the butler's name is Fyodor. Boris failed at opening a... Oh, so you guys go to the dock. Boris immediately failed at opening a panel and disabling a ship in the hangar, which is where Oopsie Poopsie comes from. The pilot that saw it happen ran over, couldn't bring himself to swing at him because he walked in with the equivalent of Zangief.
Somebody made an enemy.
Boris then, after breaking the ship, immediately went to go look for valuables and clothes in the surrounding.
Well, now the owner was distracted trying to repair his
Yeah,
ship.
exactly.
I thought it was foolproof.
He
Make
found-
perfect distraction.
He actually found a businessman's suitcase full of jewelry, clothes, business cards, and a tablet. He threw the clothes at the man trying to fix his ship and said, "This will help." Oh yeah, okay. So I didn't write this down because I was laughing too hard when the shit was happening. So during that same time period, Molotov walked over to the ship that had been crushed in half. A woman had been caught in the edge of the ship. Her feet had been removed from the blast door, but her legs were clamped shut by the ship. So Molotov pulled the ship apart just enough for them to pull her out, and then proceeded to open the ship like a tin can.
Molotov's a hero. I just gotta
I
say.
mean, he did some great stuff. In there. He then decided to essentially kidnap Fyodor by jumping back out of the ship, pointed at him, going, "You, I need your help. You come with me." The guy went inside of the ship with him and was like, "What do I do?" And he just smacked his head against the bulkhead and then took his clothes off, rolled him around in his own blood.
I had trouble following that bit.
So he took his clothes off, and because it was a head wound, the guy bled a lot. Rolled the body around in a bunch of his blood, and then carried him out as if he were another wounded person. Despite the fact that there were already people helping who had been in the ship and knew that everyone was out. 2 men entered, 2 men left.
Yeah, the guy came in to help him with bodies, and then he didn't have clothes anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know how you...
Well, actually, so specifically, you went in with him, right?
I thought we were going to interrogate him in
yeah,
there.
right.
Yeah.
I was like-
Laska followed him in with Fetch, his butler.
Yeah, Fetch was there.
And then they all came back out. That's right. So actually, 2 men entered, another 2 men entered, and then 3 men and a naked man. Let's see. Yeah. So you and then when that happened, what's your character's name again?
Anton.
Antov. Antov took the briefcase that the guy had, brought it back to Sergei. They had met Konstantin Rasputin
Oh yeah.
in the bar originally in the beginning of the session. At which point you offered to take him to your room, which was nearby. The room was very odd. It was full of very strange things. I have straps in the bed because he thrashes at night. Lots of strange things. Lots of mystic shit with a capital M. And rat with centipede legs. I believe it was in a jar.
Yeah.
I
I pretty much imagined like a voodoo witch doctor like hut.
Yeah.
It just
It's
happens
like
to be in a space station.
Yeah,
basically
basically.
like the sci-fi equivalent of a voodoo witch doctor.
Yeah. Incense burning, a lot of weird.
I can imagine like drawings on the walls.
And it was cramped because Molotov couldn't stand with all, like,
Yeah, Molotov. It was a very small room, so Molotov was basically walking around the whole time with his head kind of to the side. So you guys interrogated him you guys interrogated him. You opened the suitcase from Fyodor. It was full of clothes and a flash drive with USB 9. I don't remember that joke, but it was definitely there. And when you found it, somebody asked Sergey, like, what is that, porn? And he went, yes, this is the porn he was blackmailing you with. My normal porn. The pooping, I guess. That one I wrote down.
Totally believable.
Nick also, Konstantin also said to Fyodor to wake him up. Wakey, wakey, hands off snake. And when Sergey began interrogating him, he started out friendly. Molotov tried to intimidate him, failed, so the guy became hostile. And when he became hostile, Sergey intimidated him by saying, after I'm done with you, good luck finding a sock to cover your dick. In reference to him not being able to get anything for the rest of his life.
Oh, that's who he blamed the station lockdown on the butler.
He then tried to blame it on the butler, but he already failed to blame it on the Gribbets. So now I'm beginning to think I shouldn't have let him do that. It was so funny, I forgot. So
Like the space police are like, okay, our suspects are like, a laptop, don't know who's operated from this bar in Little Russia, or a Gribbets named Fyodor. Very unreliable report for that one, but it's on the record.
After
he shut down the station, he opened a document and wrote, I am a Gribbets. Gribbet. I lock down stations.
They will never know it's me.
Right.
No one will ever know because I covered my tracks.
All that's in an asterisk at the bottom that he clearly wrote in.
Yeah. Signed Gribbet.
Gribbet.
And then it was modified to say Fyodor instead.
If anyone really takes the time to look into it, we'll see what happens. You guys found out he was meeting a man named Pickering at the smaller space station orbiting Robit, which is the name of the Gribbets planet.
And also how Dr. Zoidberg says robot.
Robin!
You have solved my puzzle. And so I literally sat there going, well, if they were frog people, what noises would they make? I went, Robit.
Perfect.
Let's see, so you guys found out that he was going to meet Pickering at 2,000 hours, and it's currently 1,400, so
6 hours.
So what were those numbers again?
2,000.
Okay.
I don't know, 20-odd? I think
2000.
you're supposed to... 2,000?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
2000, whatever the fuck military time that is. It's 8 p.m.
It's 8 o'clock.
At 8 p.m., and it's currently 2 p.m.
Okay.
6 hours.
You got some time to kill.
There's just no AM or PM in space. So,
How many hours are there?
approximately 24.
Okay. Fair enough.
Universal
That's
space
like
hours.
Earth. I like
Yeah.
that.
It took a hell of a while to get people to switch to the metric system in space. But we got there. Let's see. Sergey unlocked the tablet that Boris took from the luggage with Cowboy Kostya, but he copied all the data as well.
No, he tried to, didn't he?
Huh?
He tried to and failed, right?
Yeah, I think
He failed to unlock it the first time.
No, what I mean is he failed to copy the data.
Yeah.
So it's unlocked,
And then he failed
but
to
he
copy
didn't.
it.
He doesn't have a copy.
I remembered him failing to unlock it and then getting Cowboy Kostya to do it
Yeah.
and copy the data while he did it. And because he succeeded the second roll.
Okay. I thought I had exclusive access to all of it.
I think... Oh, shit, I wish I had taken those notes down. Because when it happened, I thought he said he wanted Cowboy Kostya to unlock it and copy the data. And then he succeeded.
I remember ending last session being the only one knowing that
I think he
whose
rolled
iPad it was.
I think he rolled an 8, so I think he copied it, but the drawback was that he didn't get to take all the data.
I definitely would have copied all the data.
Maybe Kosh
Nothing
copied
happened
all the data?
Cowboy Kostya. Alright, well, I'll add a comment here. Maybe he doesn't have the data. All right, so you found out the tablet was owned by another board member of SpaceBook. You immediately switched it into airplane mode, so it can't be tracked. And it had 3 general categories of data on it, which is about the robot and the gribbets, internal SpaceBook data, and overall SpaceBook data. I was going to come up with that and then give it to you this session, and I forgot.
It's totally fine.
So eventually I will give that to you. And then at some point somebody made a joke about it's potaten time in it's potaten time in
Potaten time.
I don't know where that came from, but I definitely have that written down.
Well, I think it's Potaten time.
It's definitely potaten time. All right, so that was last session.
Sorry, can you say those 3 things it has information on one more time?
Robot and the Gribbets, aka the next band to win close. Internal SpaceBook data, and then like overall SpaceBook data. Cool. So because Nelson Sergey is not here, I'm going to essentially GM-PC him.
Okay.
But I might guess. I mean, Molotov will just be in cardboard mode until John shows up, if he shows up.
Eventually.
I mean, it's fucking 8 o'clock already.
Maybe he's passed out on the side of the road.
Do you know what he was getting done at the...
He had 4 fake crowns that they were removing and putting in real crowns.
It's nothing he would be like put out for then, right?
No, he shouldn't have been put out.
He
And
might be hurting, but...
well, that's the thing is, if he was hurt, he probably just went home and passed out.
Do you remember...
That's a car on the street.
Greg, do you remember Ryan's story about after his wisdom teeth were taken out?
Too good.
It was like he insisted that he could walk home, and he stopped by the convenience store, and he was like, "Oh, I should get some ice cream." And he remembers having a weird conversation with the cashier, and getting some ice cream, enjoying some, and then going to bed. And when he wakes up, he opens his freezer, and there's like 38 pints of his favorite ice cream in there.
So he bought all the ice cream.
While like high, waking up from that.
I apparently hit on every nurse in the dentist's office when I had my wisdom teeth out.
Right on.
And they could barely understand what I was saying because my mouth was full of gauze. But it was very clear that I was just like, hey, baby,
Very hard to pick up women when you're drooling blood, also.
Also, when you're like 15 and hitting on women in their like late 20s, early 30s.
What's wrong with me? You don't like this?
You know, I can still use my tongue.
I'm old enough to have wisdom teeth. I'm a big boy.
A big wink, boy. Did you just say wink?
You closed both your eyes and said wink.
Wonk. Yeah, apparently I talk nonstop.
Nice.
Like, I woke up to the sound of my dad saying, "Oh, I guess he's awake." Because I was just for like 2 hours.
Well, I'm down to start if you guys want to start.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah, I
it.
guess let's just start and John can...
Alright.
Jump in.
Yeah.
So where are we at right
so
now? Are we in the room still?
Right, so I'm going to say you guys are in the room. I think you're in the room and we like just finished the idea that you're going to... I believe your guys' decision was to essentially report him to the authorities because you framed him. So you're going to report him as being in this room, being the cause, and then make yourself scarce.
No, should somebody kick him outside in the street?
Well, that was the thing, is it was like you could strap him into the bed. I
Yeah.
think was the argument somebody made.
Just leave him there?
With an anonymous
In your
tip.
apartment.
In your apartment.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be suspect that
Yeah, right.
he's strapped to the
For
bed.
real.
It's not my apartment.
It's like, I don't know how so in the real world, if the police got like an anonymous tip about like, oh, this like high profile like criminal or whatever is like in this hotel room, and they kicked on the door and he's like naked and strapped to a bed.
They probably wouldn't think he was
Right, like
Wait, I have a
Damn.
good idea. And I'll grab a piece of paper that I have, I'll write 4 cops on it, and I put it on his chest.
That's brutal.
Just in case. They know.
Wow.
We are good guys.
Sucks.
Is your apartment is your ruse?
Just like Batman in this guy. Right, like,
So we just did a recap.
Hey,
Avery's sitting eating. You guys.
it's for you.
This is your.
I'm actually using that chair. I'm using that.
Straight.
Yep.
So we were talking about how we weren't sure if we wanted to strap him to the bed, and so I took out a piece of paper and wrote 4 cops and put it on his chest. So they know.
Just making sure.
Hey,
Maybe I get a reward when I come back.
Just leave you a pile of money.
let's go back to bar and get pilots.
Oh yeah, wait. Do we have a pilot?
Yeah, so you have the.
Oh, we do have a
Is
pilot.
the
Joe
pilot.
Bob is the
Yeah.
So Joe Bob's character is the pilot that you chartered to help you track this guy down because you assumed he already left the station.
So we have ships.
So I'm assuming he's still passed out in the bar.
No, he went to the ship to prep it
Oh,
okay.
before you guys started the whole lockdown thing.
So,
right.
what was the smaller station called? Any name on it?
Substation 6.
We will go to substation 6 now.
I'm actually kind of want to use that just because it's.
Hey, you're welcome.
That implies there's a substation. It's like SEAL Team 6, right? You want people to think there's more, so you just
Right.
name the first one 6.
The naming convention could be if it's a substation something, that means the closest actual proper space station owns it, quote unquote. I don't know.
Right. Well, the
That's
same
a
guy who
social
named the ports named the substation.
Oh, hey, I know a guy who's that.
I know a guy very good at naming, but maybe projects too optimistically into the future.
Oh man. All right. So, what's the plan? You're gonna.
Yeah, I don't even remember why we're going
Put
to
a
the space
sign on
station.
his
Yeah.
chest.
We're looking for the guy.
Yeah, who
Why are
was
we
sorry?
looking for-
Who was Pickering?
Which guy are we
again?
looking for? Pickering. Who's
Yeah, Pickering.
So Pickering was the
He's
guy
another
who was going
guy.
to sell the flash drive.
Yeah.
Oh, the
So-
flash drive had incriminating or something that he didn't want us to know about.
Yeah,
Sergey.
specifically, yes, this is the porn he was blackmailing with. My normal porn with the boobies.
And so we want to know who was trying to buy shit on him.
Exactly.
Okay, so we're still working for
Keep
Sergey.
shitting on people.
He's different. So at this point, I'm gonna say Sergey was probably gonna prepare my Sergey accent. It's gonna be the exact fucking same as every Russian. But he's going to go. Tell you what, you guys go find Sergey. You make him talk. You see what he knows. See why he wants this, and I'm going to look into this from here. See what I can do. This.
Okay, boss.
Boss.
You're here. Yeehaw! Custom cowboy. Cowboy costume. Cowboy costume with you.
Ride them a cowboy. I can't do a high-pitched Russian thing. Ride them cowboy.
Actually, you know what? Here, and he'll pull a
Russians?
little like,
No,
like a small like.
It was a
flash
cartoon
drive out
character.
of his computer and be like, take cowboy costume with you in case you run into any trouble. Who is best with computer?
I have some skill.
I guess I'd have to.
-1.
Actually, he knows you. He's gonna give you cowboy costume.
I reach out my hand with a horrible interface.
He's definitely gonna be like, no. Give it to the person he knows. And not the bartender with a weird apartment full of weird shit.
Who we just met like a half hour ago.
I mean, to be fair, he met him approximately 10 minutes after he met everyone else other than you. So, you're about the only person he can trust. So he gives you your job, and he takes his leave.
Alright. Looks like we go peek up, Pickering.
Yeah. That's a good
And I'll
joke.
slowly look at every single one of you.
I'll just be there like,
is good job. I'll walk out the door.
I shake my head at that point.
Definitely Jamie's job too is pick up Pickering. All right. What's the plan, gentlemen?
Like I maintain eye contact for as long as like if there's like a group of bad actors and they're saying like laugh at his joke, but the camera like runs too long before the director says cut, and the actor's still just like.
Oh boy.
They're gonna let it go for 5 minutes and just take the best 3 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
You just see that was when credits started rolling.
He's still like in the
Well, as we're heading towards whatever dock station I imagine our ship is at, I just want to figure out how long it takes to actually get to the substation.
I think I wrote this down at some point.
Yeah, 6 hours.
What was the 8 o'clock
there's
deadline? That was
It was basically
That's the
6
meeting.
hours.
until
It
what
is
happens.
Currently 2, and that's when he was supposed to meet
Okay.
to sell the information. So, yeah. I'm going to make this so I can actually roll in privacy. You guys can't see my roll every time.
Probably a long shot, but on the SpaceBook guy's iPad, does he have any contacts named Sergey?
Sergey?
Yeah. The guy we're meeting, right? The guy. Oh no, Pickering rather.
Pickering.
Who's Sergey again?
Sergey is
Sergey's
Nelson's
Nelson.
Right. Okay,
character.
Pickering
He's
is what I meant.
Essentially the group leader due to the size of his wallet.
Right.
Um,
Anyone with the last name Pickering? Or mentions
just
of him
the
in
name
email.
Pickering.
Yeah. I'm gonna look through his contacts on email for just the
For a
name
Pickering.
Pickering. Yeah.
Okay. In that tablet, there is no Pickering.
In which tablet is there a Pickering?
I'll just want to quiet.
Good question.
Wait.
Good
Might have
question.
All right, so you do not have a Pickering in the tablet that you found in the luggage. What do you guys know?
Heading towards the ship because we need to get to this other space station.
Kind of still need to know how long it takes to get to this.
Right.
Because there's no way we're going to kill 6 hours just waiting around for one guy.
Well, we should get to the space station first. Then we should set up a trap.
No, we definitely should scope out the place, and figure out how we're going to, capture him.
And then congratulate ourselves with before job drink.
How big is 2.5?
I knew a guy. How big is the station?
The space station or the substation 6?
Substation.
Substation 6. All right. That's a good question. The shit that I forget to come up with. So I'd say it's probably because the substation's essentially a trading post for or just trading post is the wrong word. Substation is basically essentially a very complex dock for the surface.
Huh.
And it's the idea that that's where they anything going to the surface or from the surface hits there first and then heads out. So I'm gonna say it's 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours.
Okay.
To get there.
Do we know anything about what Pickering looks like? Where the meet is supposed to happen?
You guys did not ask him that.
Just the time. Maybe
You guys
instead of
asked
leaving
Kind of
Brooklyn,
missed
we
the,
bring him with us.
vital
Wait,
information.
how big was the substation? Not very big.
Let's see what the dock here was 100 meters. Substation. I think the main station is a. Fuck! How big did I make the main station? No.
So he didn't. All right. Well, he's not knocked
You
out.
guys asked who he was supposed to meet. You didn't ask him any information about
Where? What does he look like? and
All
so on.
right. Out in
Can
the
I-
hall, we stop,
Yeah.
turn around.
So he's knocked out right now?
He's not knocked out. He's just strapped to the bed.
Okay.
You guys just strapped him to a bed and left.
It's pretty fucked up.
All right, are you going back to the room?
I suppose so. Yeah.
Probably should.
I'm gonna come up with the size while we're doing this. So as you walk back to the room, as you get close to the door, you hear a very faint. Oh.
Uh-oh. We asked him not to make noise, I think.
Fetch.
Do I see
Is it
anybody
duct
else
tape?
in the area?
No,
All right.
it's pretty dead. It's a pretty
Fetch
shitty
his
neighborhood.
vocal cords.
Someone needs help. So I guess we'll
Oh,
go
no.
back in
Later.
the room and we open the door and say, "Someone need help?"
So when the door opens, right before you say someone needs help, you'll see him like look at the door, like he's looking at the door, like expectantly, like.
Ah, surprise.
You go, someone need help?
I burst in behind Nick. Little dog boy, I'll save you. But I'm again like crouched together.
Yeah, you're just like. I think of like the tank rat from like Vermintide, just.
Well, lucky for you, we need help too. You help us, and we not
Kill you?
sure. What he said.
Take his balls.
What?
Wait. We haven't even asked questions.
Whoa,
yet.
Let's slow your roll, buddy.
Before we pick the balls away, we need details on Pickering.
First of all, when you take balls, you take one ball at a time. Not both at once. Otherwise, you take balls, what left is to take?
He's smart guy.
Ah.
He sounds like he has a collection of balls.
So I'm gonna walk
You
over.
need some?
How do you know about my collection?
I told you about my balls.
If I had them, only 50 credits?
I like it because all this, because it's in Russian, is still going on. Like you guys are joking about this.
So one of the things we made sure everyone understood was anything in Russian is in character.
Well, that's great.
And everything in normal voice is out of character. Also, I'm going to say the substation is about 2 kilometers.
Okay. So I say, okay, big boy Fyodor.
He does not seem amused when you call him big boy.
We need details. So we on Pickering. So tell me everything in big box. Everything you know.
Big box.
You know, big picture.
What does Pickering look like? Where you meet him?
It's how you say secrets.
Yes.
We think alike.
All secrets.
He'll be a little reluctant at first, and then kind of glance down at his balls for a split second, and then kind of sigh. He'll be like, "Okay, Pickering is actually pretty easy to notice. He is very large." Or actually, he's strapped, so he can't make any motion. So he's very kind of wave his elbows out and be like, "Large man. He's not strong like him, but very large. He is.
He's fat.
Yes,
The word you are looking for is that. Okay.
he is essentially the. Controller of sorts of substation traffic. He makes sure people go where they need to go, keeps track of where they go. He happens to know where most things are. He has I don't know exact location, but I know he has office, he has room. I was supposed to go there and then contact him, and he would.
You go to his office, then you call him from his office?
No, I go to station.
Okay.
I contact him when I get to station. He find me.
How you contact? Because he is controller through job.
Yes.
It all comes together.
So how much he buy for?
We had range to bargain, but we don't really have hard credits.
It's okay.
Yeah,
you
right.
can say like small, medium, or large instead of actually putting numbers on it.
Is it like a shockingly huge amount of money?
Medium,
It's like okay.
it's,
It's a good
it's
deal.
enough to get away.
Just make a credit
Rest
equal
of
to
life.
$1.
Yeah,
Margin.
I got you.
Yeah, I guess for say like 8 million credits.
Okay.
Is that a lot?
I mean, it's like 8 million.
What's the-
we'll
what's the
we'll
dollar to
pretend like a credit is like $1
Okay.
nowadays.
So it's actually quite a lot
That's
of
a lot.
money.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like.
But it's like
Okay, you're scoffing at $8 million.
So like, well, I guess it's not in the Bay Area, right? In my mind, I'm like $8 million is like you can buy like 3
Part of the
houses.
house.
It's like a nice apartment in San Francisco.
Let's say 5 million. Let's say 5 million. then,
Okay.
yeah.
I'll try get 8 million. Man, thrifty guy. All right. Did he expect you to have it? To bring it with you?
I mean, yes.
How you call him?
I mean, he knows I arrived.
So how you get in contact with him? Is the real question.
When ships dock, they transmit what they're carrying and who on the ship.
Talk?
Yes.
Okay, I laughed. He gets laughed.
Technically, yes. Very hard to hear, but yes. Technically.
Not like this.
Welcome to the future, my friend.
What is Pickeroff's full name?
I do not know Pickering's phone.
So how you get in
I don't
contact
know
with you,
about
my friend?
Pickering. I reach out for people who want to see bad things happen to. What's Sergei's family name? He had a last name. To the Kozlovs, to SpaceBook, anyone who wants to see those who are high fall low. And Pickering offer me transport and money in exchange for information.
Oh, where do you go?
Anywhere but here.
Ah, nice place.
I've been there.
Well, I suppose, we'd like to help you out. You've been so kind, but,
I have one last question, actually. Does he know what you look like?
Yes.
Fetch his jewels.
it's okay.
I make,
I
I make a joke.
When
It's
you,
okay.
when
calm
you say
down, buddy.
fetch his gels, they start quivering. Oh.
It's okay, my friend.
You don't
I
joke
am
with that.
master of disguise.
Actually, I don't remember if
yeah.
I saw you do that. Actually,
No one did.
I didn't see it.
only these two saw.
So,
Okay.
so when I look at you,
So
I
you
go,
get the cocked eyebrow.
real master of disguise.
It's like a hard wink.
Were you winking whole? A little bit too long.
Just out of curiosity, how long can you hold a different face?
Doesn't have a fucking. It doesn't have a goddamn time limit. It's fucking bullshit. All of your abilities are the things where I was like, this sounds. Wait, hold on. And then I go read it, and I'm like, whoever wrote this is a fucking asshole.
It's gonna be a really great thing when I go, because I'm gonna just ask you. I'm gonna be like, all right, I want to try to push it and make it big, and big is just gonna be a question mark and not know exactly what's gonna happen.
Wait, what do you mean big?
I have an ability called, well, I guess
Like
you
you're just
don't
gonna
know yet.
have like a face this big?
So I can transform
Like
up to-
gingerbread man?
I can transform up to 2 times my size or
Oh my
half my
God.
size.
Wow.
What the fuck?
I also can use alchemy,
And
but it
it's some
doesn't
kind of
tell
first
you
level
how big it-
sorcerer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's not very impressive. A golf staff, my wizard.
It's pretty bullshit. I'll be honest. It's definitely one of those things where I'm just like, okay, well, that just throws a giant wrench in any plans that I have ever. Like, if I'm ever like, hey, you need this guy to go make this trade, he's just like, no, we don't.
I am this guy. All right.
Oh, but you can't fake anything except their appearance, right?
I don't think I
still
can do voices.
thick Russian accent.
what we-
Even if you can, like, don't.
What we decided is anything you have to take on the capabilities of a physical subject. You have to either make an assessment of the subject or spend a data point about the subject.
Which I have.
And my reasoning is spending a data point will give you the bonus to the roll, but your assessment roll will dictate how good the
the transformation
transform is.
So even if I have a data point, I still have to make the roll.
Right.
Okay.
The data point just gives you a bonus to your roll.
Okay.
For the record, I think we shouldn't even need to do that. Like, we could probably just say, because who does a huge black market deal in public anyway? So we can be like, What's that?
What you say?
Oh, look, men don't need this, guys, because look, when you do this kind
I
of,
reached out my fingers and plug his ears.
when you do this kind of deal, you don't do it in public, right? Like we can say, "Hey, ship is land, right? I am Sergey. Hello, I'm not Sergey. Fyodor. I am here. I'm Jellyman. I am ready to meet you. I am in this ship." And so Pickering comes to ship.
Where is Pickle Boy? Yes,
exactly.
That's a great story.
I
You
pop
should-
out one ear.
And
go.
he comes to door, Molotov, grab him.
Will Pickle Boy
Give him a Molotov.
come to ship, you think, or want to meet in his office?
I ask Fyodor.
He just said he contacted me.
He's not arranged.
He contact you. You say earlier, you contact him.
I
Get
contact
your
him
story
by-
straight.
I contact him by showing up. He knows all traffic.
Okay,
Ah,
so how
He
is
waits for
contact?
traffic. He sees me.
How is contact made? He has your phone number. He messaged you SpaceBook.
He
What?
messaged me.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
So wait, do people have ID?
So
in
we
this?
need your phone or something.
Yeah, so, like it's just people have like phone numbers. They have emails.
Okay,
And
give
that's
us
how
your.
they register on a ship for
guy.
like who's on the ship.
This guy.
We don't have
Also
his
just like
clothes,
one of those
which
things
would
where,
probably
like,
have his
most
phone in it.
people- Most people don't have a
Ooh,
reason
maybe
to
we
like,
need to go back
hide
to
their
that.
own shit, right? So they just say like
It's going to be very awkward.
like when you can
Molotov runs over the naked guy, runs back in with.
like the idea is like every ship has like a transponder, right? That like gives you the location, the name of the ship, like who it's owned by, and like the crew. Basically, is the idea. So like if the ship was found with no crew, they know who's supposed to be on it, etc. So
Listen, I know a guy, Ezekiel. He works at the docks. I can get him to put our name in the system.
We have pilot. Pilot can lie about who is on ship
Why?
because then he won't. Pickering won't come to ship.
Ah,
Pickering will only
we
come to
just
ship with Pickering.
Need him
Oh,
on
wait.
ship.
What?
We need little dog boy on ship.
hey, police come soon.
Okay.
for the record, no one actually called the police. Yet.
Oh, okay.
I guess we could bring Fyodor with us. Just be his bodyguards?
Sure. What does it matter? Like, what we say to the station is up to the pilot, who's one of us. Vasily, right?
Vitaly.
Vitaly. He just say, oh yeah, I have stupid jolly man. I think his name is, Fyodor. It's why...
It's okay. Let's do that.
Why make this more complicated?
I think it's a good idea.
This guy.
Okay.
Well, what kind of security does this guy have? I mean, obviously he's got money.
I don't know. I don't ask what he offers me way out for items.
in your dealings with him, does he strike you as a stupid man?
No.
So there will be resistance.
Does he
His job.
anticipate you to have protection?
No. The idea was I come alone. I hide.
Which is why we can come on ship. There is like, I have 6 guys on Fyodor.
Who's these guys?
It's
Who's
just
these
guys.
guys? Don't worry. I don't know these guys.
I have a good idea.
So, in normal thing, I basically lay out the plan. I have an ability called Sneak Attack, which basically means if they don't...
I would like to hear this in character.
You want to hear this in
I
character?
would enjoy hearing this in character.
Alright. Well, I'll say it so people understand, and then I'll make an attempt to explain it as a Russian. But so basically, if I roll high, I get to pick one of 4, and one of them is basically to kidnap somebody, to like grab them.
What?
It's on page. Let me see.
Oh, I know. Okay.
It's called Sneak Attack, and so if I go a 7 through 9, basically you pick 2 of them, and I have to choose one, and it's like kill him, wound him, or kidnap him. And there's one other one, and
Kill, injure, rob, disarm, capture, disable.
yeah. And so if he doesn't know that I'm gonna do this, as long as it's like he's not aware. So if I sneak attack him, we can do it. So I could try to kidnap him as the solo person
Okay.
going in, if you guys are just like nearby, so
Right.
that we can take him and try to take him somewhere.
Ezekiel
Are you
could
saying
track
this?
him
You're
down.
gonna do this as Jolly Man?
That's when I slowly explain.
Not
My
only...
face? My face is glue. It turned my face into other face. A special trick I learned from mystic sages.
Is he holding a bottle of alcohol right now?
He is not, although there are many in this group. There are also many empty bottles in this room.
Hey, maybe time to get you into bed, huh, buddy?
You don't believe in mystic arts, huh?
Maybe you've been up
You
for a
don't think
while.
that spooky space wizard exists. That's when I lift my hand up and I summon a dagger into my hand.
He's
In
not
front of
kidding, by the
everyone?
way. He actually does
That's
that.
yeah.
He summons a dagger out of nowhere.
Yeah, but like, think about this. This is a guy doing a card trick.
Exactly. That's why.
Where did it come from? From sleeve?
Smoke in
Oh,
the mirrors.
who knows?
This is
Smoke
your
and mirrors, guys. Okay, come on. And I roll. I make it go. It's poof, disappear. I roll up sleeves. I go, okay. What do you see here? You see anything? Ratata. You don't see nothing.
It's a magic trick.
Okay, look at.
There's no jasmine.
Where's it
Hey,
going?
hey, no, we believe you, man. Look.
Okay, dagger.
Okay, time to take a
This
nap.
guy thinks I'm not wizard. This guy. I look at Fyodor and be like, this guy knows. I wipe some of the blood out of his eyes.
I thought he was doctor.
I don't know what the fuck he is.
Which doctor?
Or, we could just wingy dingy.
Honestly, wingy dingy. Sounds good to me.
Now,
right?
the real question is, should we take a bloody boy or leave him in bed?
Look, we land on space station. We have Vasily say, I have one passenger, and it is this guy, Fyodor. Hey, Pickering, come to ship, please. He come in, we close the door behind him. Done.
I think
I mean,
it's a great idea.
if he's important enough, he's probably not going to come to ship. He's going to probably want him to go somewhere else.
Then we may have to use this guy's plan. If you know how to do
Questions.
this.
Do ships have vidcoms?
Yes. They definitely.
Oh,
They
video
definitely
camera
have
is broken.
video.
Oh
Normal guys in here.
Wait.
No worries.
no! Oh no, we have ordinary problems.
One more option. we have no Fyodor. We go to Pickerman. We find him. We go to his office. We beat him up. We interrogate.
That's completely true. You know, yes.
Straightforward.
He's controller. Is
He have
controller top dog?
He have house.
Or is he just worker?
I know a
If
guy.
he has
So
eight
try to get
million
him to come
credits,
to
must be
us. This
pretty
is
tough.
plan A. Right? Then plan B is you disguise yourself as Fyodor.
Okay.
Plan V. A, B, V, G, D. Plan V. Is we go to his office. We find him.
I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna play
So good.
I like all plan. I think we just go with.
We have mini plan. I think we can wingy dingy. Let's go.
We just when new plans show up, we scream, "Eh, be, be." We're all on the same page.
Yeah. Поехали.
Sorry, what was plan B?
He disguised as Fyodor.
Let's make that last plan. He's not very.
When
good
he
at
get
it.
closer, I just say, "Hey, over here, it's on the seat. Need come pick up. Give me money." He come into the ship.
Yeah, the driver, the money, or whatever it is I'm giving you is under the ship.
I'm a smooth,
The one that I have, it's over.
he's a
Come
smooth
get that
talking
thing you
guy.
said. That's what you like.
He's a smooth talking guy.
Okay,
No problem.
At this point, I want to roll to see if I can get my girls to like get information about this guy that we couldn't get from the Fyodor.
Fyodor?
Yeah.
Alright. You haven't gone? Let's see if this works. Yeah!
Nice.
I almost got everyone now.
Almost.
I almost got everyone
Yeah. We're like a shitty podcast now, guys.
now. SpaceBook Soviets coming out on April 23rd on iTunes.
You know, this is like a D&D category on Twitch.
Is there? Fuck, of course there is.
Alright. So.
Oh yeah, I also brought, those are spare die if anyone needs one.
Oh.
My coworker bought me a pound of dice.
Pound of dice.
Yeah, it's just sell a pound of dice in a bag for $20.
That's a lot of fucking dice.
It is a lot of dice. It's also completely random, so I got like 13 D6s, like 3 D10s, and then like I think 2 percentile dice and then a fuck ton of d20s.
I tell you, I got like a like I don't remember how many it was. I think it was like 500 Magic the Gathering commons, just as like a bundle. It was just like I don't remember how much it was, like $30 or something for just like 500 cards. And in that, it had like 80 of one shitty enchantment and like 120 of some other thing. It's just like you sons of bitches.
Yeah. Everything that's a grab bag, just assume they're gonna fuck you.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're trying to find info on Pickering?
Yeah.
Alright.
So pretty much anything whatsoever, because Pickering doesn't sound like a common name. 8
8.
plus what
What
would
is success in the system?
So this would be, let's see.
It's 7 to 9 success with a drawback.
yeah.
7 to 9
higher,
success
yeah.
with a drawback,
This would
10
be-
plus is
what,
easy.
this would be like an assessment, I think.
It's like a
And,
catastrophic
I'm
failure?
Just trying to think about what.
Anything below
Oh,
7
right.
means you just fucking know.
So this would be.
Okay. So there's no ordinary failure. There's just critical failure.
It is. I think it is regular failure. It's,
Yeah.
It's the thing you want to have happen doesn't happen.
What is this now?
But then what's
I
the?
know there's like
Maybe if you roll
specific
snake eyes, it's just
thing
awful.
for gathering information.
Isn't it?
Yeah, assessment. All right, assessment. Yeah. So this is basically influence,
influence?
I think. Yeah,
Well, I don't
because
have
you're using informants.
Okay. Well then, yeah, just straight 8.
8. Okay.
One success with drawbacks, right?
Yeah. So the GM will reveal interesting, potentially useful information, or they might ask you to do so.
Pickering actually lives in the apartment next door.
Let's go. Damn. So simple.
Crushing it today.
Well done. Easy peasy.
Going through this like
Oh, I know where this guy. Right through wall.
I solved 6 different problems. Every guy is just next door.
I am the luckiest bounty hunter.
What are chances?
I tried to find guy next door. I wrote that. He must be next door.
I have no mark. Maybe it's this guy. Oopsie.
You find him next door, but he has heard
Let's
everything
say
you said.
you know that Pickering has a pretty wicked sweet tooth, and he almost every photo of him online is him with like food, like sweets. Which help explain why he's fat.
He's like a part-time food blogger.
But you notice, like, there's a lot of photos that show him in like specific spots, like either in his apartment or in like the cafeteria.
Oh, we know what he looks like now too, or at least you do.
Yeah.
Right. So you also know exactly what he looks like, and mainly you know what he looks like, and you now know what the inside of his apartment looks like. Basically,
Cool.
it's not very big.
What's the drawback?
No, you just don't get as much.
Oh, I
If
see.
you get a 10 plus, you earn a data point.
Oh, okay.
That's the idea. Although if you fuckers just start rolling that like constantly, then we're gonna have to slow the roll on that a little bit. But
33 is when the pizza's supposed to be here.
It is 8:30.
I'm gonna say
It says it's cooking.
I was gonna try to find a picture as an example, but let's just not.
Are you googling like fat guy with food
I-
and getting explicitly sexual things?
Super fact. I regret the decision.
Just imagine Peter Griffin with that.
Actually,
Chicken
I
wing.
now realize that everything I do on this laptop is on the camera.
Oh, so later we can rewatch the video and know what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think you'll be able to read it though.
Okay.
Yeah. Although you get sweet inception. You can't look at the screen with the screen. Yeah.
You alright?
Yeah. I may have drank a little bit before I left it.
That's just water now.
I didn't want anyone to know that I drank it, so I filled it up with water. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I think we pick a box of chocolates, something he likes.
While we lure him out with snacks.
Before you
Get fishing pole and Snickers bar.
No,
Easy.
we make
How many
we
times
make
do you see food?
line of
For that?
treats and you other line.
like a Reese's Pieces, E.T. trap this bitch.
And then it's easy. You get a stick, you get a box.
Must be big box.
Big boy needs big box.
So as you guys start getting ready to leave the room, Fyodor will actually be like, excuse me, it is very cold in here.
I
Yes,
also
it
get
is.
fetch duct tape.
Covered. Please have something to drink.
Duct tape, please.
Please.
Fun science
I
fact.
Fetch will bring you duct tape.
I will
Duct tape is very slightly better insulated than air.
He makes a very sad. As he duct tape his mouth.
He wants something to eat, gentlemen. So I go and I take my rat centipede and I pull it out. And I go, hungry?
He has duct tape over his mouth, so he's gonna go.
And I look at it and go, hungry? Everyone hungry! And I put it back in its jar and I hopefully put the lid back on because I'm not looking at it when I do.
Oh god.
I keep staring at him and I'm like, okay, everyone hungry.
It is cruel world.
There's a guy. Okay, let's go.
When you close the door, you hear what sounds like a very faint noise that might have been a lid falling. You're not sure. Might have been.
There's no time to look.
We're busy guys. So yeah, I
While we're on
definitely-
our way out, what kind of dog is that? Very interesting.
It's called Squiggly Squirm. He's an exotic dog.
I can find you viral if you get me in line.
I mean, why not? Sure.
Chomp, it's chomp.
I have no love for pet.
Yeah. Right, stick to one job at a time.
Okay, so let's get snacks. Let's go to substation 6.
Snacks is a good idea. I could use snacks.
Snacks.
New plan is snacks. Then we go to Vasily.
I look at my watch. How much time have we wasted?
I'm gonna say you guys wasted a solid half hour. Just assuming that you started walking away and they were like, oh wait, we must go back. And then you fuck with them, and because it's been about 30 minutes.
Alright, sounds good.
So you guys have, 5.5 hours, and it takes 2.5 hours to get there.
3 hours to go.
So we pick up some snacks.
Go to
You guys
Space
get
7-Eleven.
A bunch of pierogies.
Some sweets. We know he has a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
Something for him.
Sweet
Yeah.
yeah.
So maybe some sweet.
Pierogies.
Russian treats.
Baklava?
I think that's.
That's more Greek.
Is that Greek?
Oh, okay. Let's
Like
see.
Middle Eastern.
Oh god, I don't know why.
Does Russia have anything
I googled
sweet?
sweet Russian.
Yeah, I mean,
treats,
so I can
and
think of
all
a bunch of
the
Russian
names are
candies,
just
but like,
I don't know how I say this. Pitsitsky moloko.
say, sound out the first one slowly.
Pitchy moloko.
Bitchny? Hold on.
P-T-I-C-H-Y-E.
P-T-I-C-H.
C-H-Y-E.
Y-E.
Who the fuck puts those letters together?
Teach you, Moloko.
And what is that?
I don't remember
What does
what
that even look
means,
like?
but I remember the word.
The parentheses after it say bird's milk.
Oh.
I don't know. It looks like a shitty Kit Kat. I don't know.
You guys want bird's milk?
There's also Tula Brianik. Church Club. Church Club? It looked like somebody's drying churros on a clothesline. I don't know what this is.
It's the classics.
It's a candle-shaped candy. Okay, yeah, so it looks like somebody's fucking drying
I see hazards now.
churros on the clothesline.
You weren't lying.
Yeah. Come on.
I mean, alright, gigantic corn
Someone's
dogs.
got their hazards out. Might be a delivery guy.
Probably pizza, yeah.
Yay.
All right, look.
Pizza,
internet-
not-
the internet
not
can
pizza.
judge whether the corn dogs on a clothesline. Probably isn't gonna go.
Hi, I'll be right back.
All right, I'm gonna stop recording for food. Probably.
Okay. You want to record us
Get all your-
grazing?
Get all your racist comments out of the way.
Line 'em up. One after
No foodie pie up in this shit.
I haven't had my daily rant about Japs.
Get ready, guys!
It's about time. I can't pretty man. My favorite part about that character from Cotton Hill, is he's so racist against the Japanese, but then he meets a Vietnam.
Con.
Yeah. Wait, Con is
Wow.
Laotian. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He meets him and he's like, "You're Laos."
Laos.
Yeah.
What did Hank think he was? Chinese or something?
Are you
Yeah. Are you Chinese or Japanese?
Yeah.
We're from Laos. We're in the ocean. Which ocean?
I'm so sad it's not on Netflix anymore.
Alright, pizza.
Yeah, King of the Hill's not on Netflix anymore.
Should have downloaded it when you had the chance.
Yeah. Well, John, I don't commit piracy.
No one does. It's against the law.
Illegal things don't happen.
It's so easy, you guys. Don't commit crimes. It's why has no one thought of this? It's so simple. I should be president.
You guys didn't start with no
First State of the Union, guys. Listen.
Also, I don't know how we suddenly became a Valley Girl. That's not.
Yeah.
It happened.
That it
What
did.
you eating with your?
I'm gonna pretty much baby bird food into my mouth.
Wait.
Are you allowed to eat?
When I think baby bird, I imagine someone chewing it up first and then spitting it
Yeah.
in someone else's mouth.
Don't
When you
use
said
my hands.
baby bird yourself.
Can I use the bathroom upstairs?
Yeah. When you said baby bird yourself, I was like, do you just shoot it into the air and then catch it? Like,
Is that okay?
I mean, just don't spill. I'd be honestly impressed if you just started baby birding yourself.
What's baby
No, I have a
birding?
fork.
Baby birding is the way mama birds feed their babies.
So, like how you just said you were gonna do, you're gonna.
Yeah, you eat food and then you just spit it into someone else's mouth.
You pre-chew it.
There's a great SNL skit.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Have you seen it?
No.
It's about this woman goes on a date with this guy and she goes to have dinner with his parents, and they're like sitting there eating dinner and it's like all normal and nice for a few minutes, and then the guy's just like, well, I don't have a knife to cut this up. Can you help me out? And she's like, oh, sure thing, honey. She goes over, she like cuts it up and then eats it and chews it up and then just spits it in his mouth. just mama birds him straight up, and the woman's just like, what the fuck? Like, it's just immediately just like, no, this isn't right. Like, what are you?
Fucking hell.
And the dad's just like, yeah.
It's perfectly natural because
this
it
is
happens in
normal.
nature.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have saliva glands.
Yeah, that was it. That was the thing. Yeah, he doesn't have saliva glands. So they had to baby bird all the food to him. And she was like, "Oh, that makes okay. I understand now. Like, I should like understand his disability." And then she's just like, "I can't fucking take this. Like, that's fucked up." Would you like for Greg?
Napkin.
Oh shit! I think they ran out down here. Hold on.
Oh, is that not?
No. Paper towel roll right there?
I'm about to say, is that like
you
Or is that a
something
poster?
else?
You right? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's something else.
Yeah, it's a poster.
Okay.
This is a sort of napkin.
Are you
I
gonna
got paper towels upstairs.
This one looks relatively clean.
Place to start.
I did put down that I wanted napkins and paper plates from that place, but apparently they ignore that.
They just lost half a star. Yeah. Well, you know, the last Yelp review I wrote, 3 people found it helpful. Very influential.
I've
You
never
just
written
lost
and I've worked
like
there for
100
6 months.
Wait, this is Parmesan. Why did I do that?
I like barely know how to stream on Twitch. Like barely.
My brother has 100 followers.
Nice.
I had
He won't tell me his
speaking
account name.
Spanish on Fortnite last night, and I had never played the game before. It was my first round of teams, and these dudes are just like shouting at me, and it's like. I don't know, like 2 in the morning, and I'm just like trying to shout at them. I'm like speaking Spanish back at them. I'm like, no, stop it! Are you alright? I'm trying not to wake up Nick because I'm fucking just screaming at these guys.
What game?
I thought Fortnite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the fucking multiplayer is ridiculous because I don't. I
It's
guess
the Battle Royale one, right?
yeah, but it's done by Epic,
Yeah.
so it's like the Unreal version.
I love that they basically were like, alright, hey guys, we're creating a really cool like tower defense co-op game. It's really fun. And then PUBG got like super popular and they're like, oh, fuck that. No one else is competing with them. Let's just make our own. It's like, it's slightly better in some ways. Sweet.
H1Z1 also existed, right?
H1Z1 was one of the first games that I think PlayerUnknown worked on. I might be wrong about that. But
The co-op version is when you buy the real game. The PUBG was just if you do the free to play.
oh, okay.
So like, you don't have to buy the game, but yeah, all the co-op versus computer stuff is if you buy the game.
Makes sense.
Otherwise, you just have 3 Mexican guys screaming at you for 45 minutes.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a great time.
And it's just okay. The first match was like there was one guy that was talking, and I was like, yeah, okay. And I was kind of following around, and we like both died really early on. But that match, I got like 6 kills, and I ended up in 8th.
All right.
So it's like, okay, these guys shouted, and then they died, and then they were still shouting at me. So this is great.
See, those are the kind of games that I fucking hate. Is where you die and you still get to shout at people in game. That's one thing I like about PUBG is the instant they're dead, they're fucking dead.
No, it's just
There's no.
Yeah, but like PUBG, you turn off voice chat.
Oh yeah, I know.
No, it's
Sometimes it's so helpful though. When I first started, I had voice chat on. I hadn't disabled it, and there were so many times where I was just like in a house looting, and I just heard like background noise, and I was like, "Wait, what is that?" And then I realized it was just somebody playing music over the speaker, just like some fucking like whatever that fucking kids show is, like Tinseltown or whatever. The fuck. It's just the one that people make hella pedo memes about.
Yeah.
They were just like playing
Lazy
a theme
Town,
song.
yeah.
Lazy Town, alright, yeah. But they were just like doing that. And there was another time where like I've been playing
Maybe I've seen
some
some.
shouting. Like they're just like, shut up! You can't tell me what to do! And I was like, oh, okay.
Just
like,
just
yeah,
his mom.
don't mind me, like. The only sad thing is when you kill them, you can't hear them be like, God damn it! Fuck!
Why? What if that would be like a feature that got popular? Like after someone dies, their mic continues for like 3 seconds.
It's like a kill cam.
Yeah.
The death screen.
While they're watching the webcam, they can be like, motherfucker! And then it cuts up.
There was a racing game. I want to say it was a Burnout. Was it one of the Burnouts? There was some like racing game where you could like battle, and when you killed someone, it was supposed to like if you had like a webcam set up for the game, it would like record like a 2-second snippet and then send it to them. Or vice versa. I forget which it was.
So if you kill someone, you
can send them a video of you being like, "Haha, suck it." Or when you killed someone, you watch like the 2-second video of them being like, "Fuck."
It couldn't work that second way because if you're killing and still in the game, like you got
Yeah, no,
shit.
it must have been the first one.
Yeah.
I forget which game that is now. I wonder if that might have just been something that they said they were going to do and not something that they actually did.
Yeah, I can see that not being a good thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
We want
like,
it
let's
explicitly
make
allow
reefers.
toxicity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get Kostya to play PUBG.
A lot of people
That's
are.
a rough game, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I was
played
playing.
a lot, and now I'm just burnt out on it. I can't really do it anymore.
I was playing with some of his friends who are really, 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 really good at it. Like Blake. I got to number 9.
Nice.
Just by following him around.
Duo?
4-player?
Oh, yeah.
Well, 2 of us died, but like I was just following this guy around. You know what to do.
4-player is fucking brutal because you just like if you make it to the top 10 with your squad, usually you only have like 2 left or 3 left, and you're like, okay, guys, we got this. Like we got this. Just stay strong. But then you get to like top 6, and it's 1 of you, and you're like, fuck. Okay. I can do this. There's probably like 3 other teams of like 2 guys, and then you turn a hill and there's just 4 guys all together, and you're like, Well, I'm dead. Just fuck.
Yeah, I learned you do not throw grenades randomly
No.
when you're like ninth.
Yeah. No. Well,
I was like, I'm not going to be able to aim against these guys.
it just gives a position away, basically. Is they know that you are nearby.
No, I was trying it while they were at close quarters-ish because I didn't think I could aim at them as well as they could aim at me.
Yeah, they also don't do a ton of damage. They'll injure you, but they won't kill you unless you're
Really?
weakened, I think. Not unless it lands really close.
Oh, no, the way I killed somebody with a grenade was by blowing up a car.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah, okay.
Cars are fucking death traps.
Yeah.
The times where you get stuck behind a car when a sniper's got you in their sights and you're just like, alright, well I can sit here until he blows up the car, or try to count the shots, wait till he reloads, and then run? And then you look around and you're like, the nearest tree is like 100 yards.
Get back in the car.
Fuck. But then you're like, oh, I'll get back in the car. And then you get back in and you're like, all the tires have been shot out.
So, having been the dickhead sniper in that situation, what you do is you space out your shots to be the length that it takes you to reload. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm awful. I'm honestly, I'm really good at surviving in that game. I am terrible at shooting in that game.
Yeah,
I
well,
can't. If
so
I play
what's
solo,
the top you've
I can
gotten?
I've won.
Oh,
Like I've won solo. I've
Whoa.
won duo. I've never won a quad. I don't think. I've been part of a winning team that won a quad.
but you were
I've never
dead.
won a quad. Actually, I guess the only time I won a duo.
But what's the difference?
He wasn't alive.
I wasn't alive.
Oh, I see.
It was me being like, "There's a guy on your left. There's a guy on your left." In the duo, it was down to 3. It was me and Graylin, and it was us. It was so small that we were on a hill, and I was like, "I know the guy's up there behind that tree." And then Graylin was like, "Just flank him, and we'll be fine." And I was like, "Okay." And he fucking stayed where he was, and he just let me flank. And I realized it part way, and I was like, "Oh, you son of a bitch!" So I was just like, "Leroy!" And ran straight at the dude with a shotgun, and I almost hit him. I didn't actually hit him, but I pulled him out, and then Graylin just shot him in the back, and I was like, "Yay!" we won." But
FF14 has let me live through literally doing a Leroy Jenkins in a 24-person raid.
wow,
Yeah, I've done that now in my life. It's achievement unlocked.
that's pretty great.
Yeah, we had wiped, and then people were bickering about like what precisely went wrong with like what one guy was doing, and we were just like standing around ready to fight, but like these two guys were just like arguing. So I was like, "Fuck it, Leroy." Then I tried.
Yeah, I love that. I was reading a thing on Reddit earlier today where apparently there's like a thing where you can like pay for a mine-sweeping rat. Apparently they found that it's easier to train mine-sweeping rats because they don't set off the mines. They can still detect them, and they're really easy to get. So even if they die, like you just get another one. So they have like mine-sweeping rats in like fucking Africa or Vietnam or some shit. Like some place that was a fucking war zone, and so they're just still trying to get rid of them.
Yeah.
But you can like dedicate it to someone. You can like pay to like train and like feed the rat, and then like dedicate it in honor of someone, and you can like name it.
What a name of
So
Leroy
somebody
Jenkins.
named a rat, a minesweeping rat, Leroy Jenkins. And so everyone else on Reddit was just like, "Wait, did he die, or did he succeed?" And he's like, "I mean, last I heard, he was succeeding. I don't know."
How long does a minesweeping rat really live for? Is the
Well,
question.
the other thing is, if you watch the Leroy Jenkins video, like everyone dies.
Yeah.
So like it was one of those things where it's like, "Oh, haha, oh, you just doomed the rat to die." That actually worked.
All right, guys. If we're gonna start this, we're
you got
gonna
rid of
pull
a mine.
small. We're gonna pull small. Leroy.
Honestly, like, you have enough mice, you can just...
I definitely pulled a Leroy in World of Warcraft because people were arguing. Same thing as you, where you're just like, "Okay, fuck, oh god, you guys all suck. I'm doing this." That's the beauty of being a tank, is you're just like, "All right, well, I probably won't."
Oh no,
die.
I wasn't even a tank.
Wasn't
Because the thing was like
every time we played D&D at Ryan's game? Every time we tried to, like, we spent more than, like, 10 minutes or so arguing
Yeah.
about something, somebody would just... Leroy.
I mean, it's a
I
pretty
think
solid
that's when
strategy.
Ryan was playing, because he was playing that barbarian.
No, it's way before that.
Anytime you lose more than like 20 minutes discussing a plan, it's usually best to just wingy dingy it. In the words of Boris Borisovich.
that was him actually.
Or I'm sorry, Constantine. Yeah,
We're
Constantine.
sitting in the restroom before we start up again.
Alright. I Actually, is there any pizza left?
There's a slice.
Alright, I'm gonna eat a little bit. I'll pay you back.
A little bit, being a slice?
Yeah.
A last slice?
Yeah.
Wow.
Unless somebody. Do you want it?
No.
I'm just gonna make you feel bad about it, that's all.
You know what, John? You know what?
Hey, what's this fucking secret bullshit I keep hearing that we're doing dinner tomorrow?
Mm.
You heard anything about this?
Nicole wants to get ramen in San Mateo, the
Okay.
place we went before.
Dojo?
Yeah.
Seen this?
Fuck,
Or
all right.
about this?
See this or that?
Well, no, I just know San Mateo has a good ramen place. And that's the
Ramen
one.
dojo.
Yeah.
No. So Nicole really wants to get ramen. So like last night, she asked me if I would ask you if you wanted to, you and Lexi wanted to go, and I was like, if I ask John, he's just gonna ask Lexi. So like, how about you just text Lexi?
Yeah, that's the safe bet.
Like asking
Because
asking the boyfriends if they want to
I'm just
go.
gonna throw my phone at her. That's usually what I do because I don't want to respond to that.
Yep.
So she texted Lexi. I guess Lexi's working tomorrow.
No, she's doing a.
Thing.
It's not a baby shower because they're
Bridal shower.
Because is that what it is?
Bridal showers.
Where everything's dicks.
Yeah,
bridal shower.
Bachelorette
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 party,
party.
Bachelorette party, yeah.
Bridal shower is like the
Bachelorette
more
party.
socially acceptable bachelorette party.
Yeah, that's the
I
one
think
where
we get
like
both.
parents can come to.
I
Yeah.
think that's the one that.
Yeah, like you have like dick straws and stuff, but you don't like get a male stripper.
Wait.
You still have dick straws
you
in a
do.
bridal shower?
Really?
I mean, I think some people get dick straws at a bridal shower.
Yeah, but that's not a classy one.
It's usually, I mean, it's not classy at all, but like sometimes it can be.
Aren't
done.
all straws dick straws?
I
Asking the
wish I
real
had
questions.
A straw in like glass, so I could just be like,
Yeah, dick straws.
Every straw's a dick if you're brave enough.
God damn it. Fuck, Greg.
We're not recording, right?
Oh, we've been recording the whole time.
Have we really?
Yep.
Was like, it's cool.
thought you
I'll
said you
edit
turned
out
it
the
off
jokes
for
about Japs.
I think you said you turned it off for the
That's
pizza.
what I'll probably turn it off.
Oh my God.
You fucking say that. And then you even brought up the race thing. You're setting him up for that shit.
I pretty much like set it up for him. Yeah.
People are gonna tweet about you.
God damn it.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a tweet storm about me. I love that word.
A
tweet storm?
Is that a
Tweet
thing?
storm.
Yeah. Like, oh, someone went on like a Twitter rampage, a Twitter rant. And it was like, you created like a tweet storm around this issue.
How do you go on a rant with 142 characters?
Right?
You just keep hitting enter and
Yeah.
Like, I just don't.
It's
I don't get
parentheses
it.
Like,
one
I-
out of 1,000.
Yeah, yeah, seriously. I described that as
You
the.
write out like a whole paragraph and then it just auto tweets, right?
So back in the early days, people were really naive and they had blogs. But now we have, like, for the Facebook ad revenue, it's a video of a static screenshot with the banners on the top and bottom with like an emoji reacting to what is a screenshot of a
No.
Twitter of a
They're lying.
mobile phone
No.
screen capped.
No.
Screen capping a Twitter like the sequence
No!
of tweets. That's
not
how you.
okay.
That's how you blog now.
Why?
You write a bunch of tweets, you screen cap it on a mobile device, you put those little things with the emoji thing, and you make a video of it on Facebook, and you upload it to a meme group. That's how you blog now.
The internet is ruining you.
Yeah,
This is how we get Black Mirror.
pretty
That's how we
much.
get YouTube Kids.
Sorry, what?
Have you heard all the YouTube Kids stuff? It's like automatically generated videos or just like really fucked up things with like a soundtrack.
Is it like a machine learning algorithm doesn't quite
Basically.
Okay.
I don't know if they're
Trying to
handmade or
create
not,
children's shows?
but they
What is
sound
that?
like kids shows, and they're tagged as YouTube Kids because they all like tag each other. So that's kind of like how YouTube. So like parents will find their kids watching these things. It's like really fucked up things. But the parents,
It's like a lot of
if they
really
don't-
creepy videos.
if they don't
like-
see them, if they just like listen to their kids watching them, it sounds kind of like a children's program. Yeah, and
Like
it's really
the
up
books
to.
that are written by AI. You're like, these are words, but how? No, like, how did, what?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you're looking at them.
I looked it up. YouTube to clamp down on disturbing kids videos. YouTube. The URL says YouTube disturbing kids videos. Dark Peppa Pig. Wait, Dark Peppa Pig children. Oh god, it's like Peppa Pig getting cavities drilled? Ah, Christ! Like unofficial videos depicting Peppa Pig basically tortured at the dentist.
A knockoff video shows Paw Patrol characters dying.
I wonder if they have like Happy Tree Friends in there.
Oh,
Oh,
be awful.
fuck. I hope not. Happy Tree Friends is the kind of shit that stays with you. Like where you're like, oh, this is cute. Oh! Oh, Christ! No!
Same thing with that. This one's like more obscure, but have you watched what was it? Don't
Distressing
Hug Me, I'm
crying
Scared.
on the soundtrack.
It's like it starts off as a children's show, and then it just gets like really fucked up. Yeah,
So somebody just trying to trick a bunch of kids into scarring them for life.
I guess so. Yeah.
Wow. Alright.
Why?
People are fucked up. I go every once in a while I stalk somebody's Reddit account based on a comment they made. I'm just like, what's wrong with you? And I go look at their comment history, and there's a dude. It was like a buff programmer, I think was his title, and it was just like he made a comment that was really like nice and thoughtful, and then his edit at the end was like, "Wow, this is the most positive comment I've ever had. Usually I just get a shit ton of downvotes." And I was like, "Really?" And I went and looked at his comment history. It's because he's a fucking dick. Like he's just a fucking asshole. And I think his nice comment was supposed to be sarcastic.
Just like this. Yeah.
Because he even had a post where he was just like, "No, I just like fucking with people. Like, you know how you say mean things that makes people feel bad? That makes me feel better." And you're like, wow. Well, you're honest. You got that at least. Fuck. But yeah, people are fucked up. On that note, what is the SpaceBook Soviets doing?
Well, obviously, we just came back from getting snacks.
Yeah, snacks were had.
That had to have killed at least another 30 to 60 minutes.
Yeah.
I
At
could
least.
see like 30 minutes.
Okay, let's just go there. Are we putting something on the manifest?
I mean, Fyodor. We can put whatever the fuck we like, right? Because we have Vasily piloting.
Let's just say, like, I didn't think about it. It's probably, like, not a felony to lie in a ship's manifest, but it's probably, like, a minor crime if you die.
Okay.
We could just lie and say, ship running low on fuel, we have to make an emergency dock. Get on and proceed from there.
From the
Oh,
one
but did we
station
want to put Fyodor's name
within a
on
few hours.
the manifest?
Absolutely. Fyodor.
We're putting Fyodor's name on the manifest.
I will be Fyodor's
Well,
under Fyodor's name.
And it's Vasily and Fyodor are the two people in that ship.
Vitaly and Fyodor.
They should be.
So you guys just want to stow away?
Over there. Was it?
Just want to stow away?
Pretty much.
Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good.
Because the guy's gonna see the manifest, right?
Yeah.
If he sees like anyone else on the ship, like that's sketchy.
It's a good plan. Let's see how it goes. Let's do it!
Because the guy's ship that I disabled, he was the pilot for Fyodor, so it was gonna be like a solo thing, presumably. Maybe.
No,
By the way, is the room on the ship for my Skycon?
No.
Do you need that right now?
That's why I didn't get one of those. It's basically like the like sci-fi equivalent of the as a paladin, do I get a horse? Thing. It's like, well, if we're going to be dungeon crawling, the horse is just going to be sitting outside and being eaten by wolves all the time.
But it is very nice Skycon.
I'm sure.
I got the luxury.
And paladin mounts are like super awesome.
If I ever run a fantasy campaign and somebody has a horse and leaves it outside a dungeon, they're definitely coming back to either a dead horse or an entire pack of wolves.
But, okay, so in high school I was in this long-running game. My brother played a paladin.
It's like 11
He's
summon
the
horse.
to do that. But it became a regular theme that like we would come out of a dungeon. All of our horses, except his paladin mount, would be dead. So we'd come out. The corpses were all of our horses and like 3 or 4 wolves. And then his mount was just there, like, "What's up?" Some shit went down while you were gone.
So we were like, why can't you protect them all?
Yeah.
Teach them.
In Pathfinder, I think you just basically end up taking your mount into the dungeons all the time. Just like,
Yeah.
fuck it.
I definitely
They should give them ability to like summon it or something and like to store it.
No,
in
Pathfinder is a druid. You have to like it exists. Your animal companion.
no, but I mean a paladin like you should be able to like store your mount.
No, eventually
So unsummon it.
You can get a bag
Put it in
of
your
holding and give
inventory.
your
Yeah, exactly.
PTSD because it exists in nothing for
Yeah,
like
seriously.
3 hours.
like a Pokemon.
I imagine a bag of holding like Get Out.
Uh-huh.
Has everybody seen Get Out?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
I haven't
basically like, oh shit.
I don't know.
All right. Well, you'd see
need
it in the
to.
trailer and shit. There's a point where he gets like hypnotized, and then he drops. He basically gets paralyzed and can only observe what happens like through his eyes, but it's like he's in a vacuum, and then there's like a screen, like that to like
He's just in a
show
void
that
and
he's
like
just
that, yeah.
observing and he can't do anything. And I imagine that's what bags of holding are. Is you just kind of land and then you're just like, I'm in nothing. This fucking sucks.
I was hoping I would be in stasis, but I'm not in stasis.
It's like you open it up and drop them out, and they're like, I was falling for 30 minutes.
Jeez.
Or,
Yeah, I got that.
all right, you guys got your snacks. You got your pierogies. You got some fucking candled sugar.
Let it ride.
Oh, the classics.
The hanging churros.
Yeah, the churros on the clothesline. Yeah, that's what I'm sticking with.
That's how you buy them, is by the clothesline.
Yeah. Can I get a quarter clothesline? All right. You guys all pile into the ship, and you make it clear to Vitali that there are only 2 people on this ship. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. He immediately texts Sergei asking for more money for committing this crime, and gets approved. So you are off. And for reference, you're leaving. You're leaving little dog man. I'm sorry, dog boy. Little dog boy in the room. Right?
Do we call the cops?
Well, we're leaving it with Sergey.
You're not leaving him with Sergei.
Okay, so is this?
Oh yeah, Sergey left a long time
Sergei's been on
ago.
his own. this
We
whole
just
time.
left him in your room with duct tape, and I think the sign must still be there.
Yeah, there's a sign for police.
But what are the police
But there's
coming
some-
out?
No, no one's been alerted.
All right, so I
Well,
guess
you
they're
realize
gonna-
you're gonna have a corpse in
corpse,
your room
yeah,
when
to
you
come
when you
home
come
to.
back.
I mean,
Like,
how
we'll be
long
back
are you
in the
guys
day.
gonna-
We don't know.
A normal human being can exist.
If we never come back, it's not problem.
It's
Just
just
throwing it out there. You can survive like 3 days with
Yeah.
no water.
he'll be fine.
He's gonna poop all over your
If
bed.
he gets
or-
out, he
That's
can eat
true.
the centipede. All right, we're on the ship.
That apartment was not clean.
We're going.
Oh, that's Sadie's girlfriend. Oh, right. She's parking in her garage. Right. Forgot.
I bet he's parking in her garage.
No, she's parking in all of our garages. So we worked it out ahead of time. So. Wait, you're not a fan of the? Actually, fuck, what movie was it? Have you guys all seen Eraser?
Oh,
The Arnold. Okay, yeah.
the really
Yeah.
bad
I
one.
think it's Eraser. No, I'm sorry, True Lies. I
Oh.
think. Wait.
Eraser's the one where he like fires railguns.
Yeah.
through.
There's an
things,
Arnold-
right?
Then the final line is you've been erased.
Right.
There's
like,
an Arnold
yeah.
movie where at one point they fight through a hotel. Basically, True Lies. It is True Lies.
That's a
So-
Family Guy episode.
No,
Where he
well,
fights the
Family Guy
chicken.
references it.
Yeah.
But so what amazes me is that, and I've searched for this online, no one references this. In True Lies, when you go back and watch it, when they first bust into that room, the woman and the man in the bed, the woman is on her knees upright, and the man is on his knees down in front of her.
Okay.
All right.
She has straps around her waist, and there's a camera in the background. No one mentions this online. I've been to the IMDb page. Like, it's not there. No one brings up the fact that in one of the scenes they were shooting a pegging video. It's just completely glossed over, and I don't understand how no one else has noticed and brought it up. Like, I feel like everyone.
Like it sounds like you're very vanilla.
I makes me wonder if everyone's
It's good
done it,
flavor,
like,
I don't know.
I don't want to point out that I noticed. Like, I'm just not going to bring up. Like, I don't feel comfortable telling people, like, no, you guys, there was a pegging scene in True Lies, and everyone's going to be like, get the fuck out of here. You fucking I
Don't
searched
judge
for,
me.
like, I searched for a while and I couldn't find anything, and I was like, why am I the only one who seems to have noticed this? Like, someone on the crew set up that scene. Like, multiple people were involved in the filming of that scene. Why has no one ever made a joke about it? Like, True Lies, the only movie where, like, there's a pegging scene. It's just
Casual pegging.
I mean, no penetration. It's classy. It's tasteful. Not tasty.
No
but it's
penetration
tasteful.
pegging? What the fuck is that? What are you doing?
It's a micro
Just kind of hanging out.
It's just real small. It's just a tickle. Alright, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Going a little too deep here.
I'll edit this later.
Good.
Or not. Alright. Cool. So, Vitali starts at the ship. Let's see. If I remember correctly, the ship's basically a cargo hauler. And I think it only has seats for like 4?
Perfect, because there's only 2 people on the.
We
Consistent
are
with the
cargo.
narrative we've established.
Yeah. I think. Where is it? There's a page about it.
Some of us will stand. I don't like
With 6.
Oh,
Well,
no,
it can
I'm sorry.
haul
Okay.
cargo.
It has seats for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's a cargo hauler. There's also cargo
Yeah.
room.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking of like if people were gonna be like in a cargo, like you're just in a cargo hold, just like floating.
Well, I know a guy.
I've done that in real life. I was in the back of a semi truck with like 10 people. Sneaking into this country. No. But that
Here's why
actually,
we need the law.
it was with the Boston University Shakespeare Society. We were getting a ton of like set stuff from a furniture store, and so we like rented a semi truck. And for some reason, like 12 of us decided to tag along. And obviously, a semi truck doesn't have 12 seats. Just like chilled in the back with a flashlight and a bottle of wine.
I feel like that's not safe.
Yeah, it's very much not safe.
Also, don't you know with the U-Haul?
Yeah.
Yeah, U-Hauls get real hot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, especially when you're in SoCal in the summer.
Do you know this from experience?
This was busted
Yeah.
in the fall.
Peter, and I were in the cab driving, and then Amy and her friend Steph were in the back. We couldn't rent a car, so we rented a U-Haul, and we drove up from Santa Barbara to Anaheim to go to BlizzCon. And we actually ended up sleeping in that U-Haul as well. I had to stick my ankles out so the door wouldn't get shut on us. That was awesome.
So your feet were just exposed to the
like
wilderness.
someone walking down the street would
Fuck.
see a U-Haul with the door open like 4 inches and just feet sticking out. And I was real worried I was going to wake up to the feeling of someone shoving my feet in and then locking it.
It's weird that like that's my worry also, but who would do that?
I mean, some drunk frat guy who was
I
just
guess
like,
so,
this
yeah.
would be fucking funny. Because, I mean, in retrospect, it would be. But
I'd expect to get yanked actually.
Yeah.
but the short version was somebody cut us off, so we slammed on the brakes, and then we heard like thump, 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 thump. And we found out that Amy and Steph had gotten so hot in the back that they stood up and were fanning each other with shirts. So when we got cut off and slammed on the brakes, they just both went boom, into the back. Amy got a black eye. And Peter was meeting her mom and all of her friends for the first time. It was.
I fell over.
Yeah, but the incident happened. I was like, Amy, you need to act real nervous. Like 3 times. And like, if anyone ever asks you what happened, look around real quick if he's not there and be like, I fell. And it was like, this is real fucked up. And now that I think about it, that was in poor taste, but that's pretty funny.
Did she do
Pretty
it?
nice.
She did it with like one person, and then that person was like, I'm gonna fucking kill him. And then she was like, okay, I'm kidding. It was, did you ever meet Harry? Harry Kashula?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She did it to Harry, and Harry was just like, I'll fucking murder him.
Right.
He's like, okay, wait, joke's over. All right, I'm sorry. That was a joke. Don't murder him. I'm serious now. That was not. Please don't. Yeah, that was good. Alright. Sorry, it just... That was a good story. Alright, so it takes about 2.5 hours. You guys just are chilling
All right.
in the ship.
Should I contact my friend and have him smuggle this out through the dock?
No. Why?
Would that be necessary?
There's killers.
You just want to bring in your friends.
I
don't you?
guess
Yes,
I
I
can
do.
roleplay Vitaly in this one. But he'll be like, so what's his plan for when we land? I keep engine running. We wait an hour a day. What is?
Yeah, we'll wait to start.
Yeah. See if
if
Pickering contacts you.
Okay.
Well, if we're getting there early enough, we should at least stake out the place first. While this is going on, I can at least, because I have stealth ability, I can sneak around, try to find out exactly where his place is, and set something up there just in case.
Okay.
We should have bought bear trap.
If I had my car, it has stealth mode.
Wait, okay, we have space for cargo. That's where your car could go.
God
I'm gonna give myself 1 XP for that.
I don't want to take away. Actually, can it? Maybe it could. How big is your ship, you think?
Oh, it's actually the 2-seater. It's a sports car.
Two-seater?
Yeah, it's a sports car basically.
Shit, it actually. Bam! Probably can.
And it is stealthy.
Not now.
Is it,
purely
Do we
electric,
need
like-
a sports
Wait,
car
is
that
it
only needs to
sealed?
go 2 kilometers?
What?
is your car
Sorry, what?
sealed?
It's a sky car.
Oh, I
I
don't know, it might be
imagine you
valuable
can get
to
to
have.
very high altitudes.
But can it be in space?
Probably not.
Space
Well,
station.
yeah, it's the fact that the vehicles have
That's
a
true.
quality
Not very
called
much.
sealed.
No,
I just wanted to double check. Okay.
No,
Right.
Get in, we drive for 10
Good to know.
seconds.
it is luxury and stealthy.
I am gonna say that you driving a stealthy 2-seater car
Okay, we know this.
around
Let's
the
let this
space
play.
station, despite it having stealthy, is not going to be stealthier than you attempting to sneak around that space station.
Said 2 kilometer space station.
Okay, we're gonna have a desperate getaway where we're gonna drive like 300 feet. Like, hey,
It is optional.
The pilot, they caught us.
Only 2 seats.
me and
I guess the plan is we're gonna get there. We have a designated time. I guess we'll just.
so the thing is,
So when we get there, we contact him. See if you want to meet on ship.
like, look, if he knows everyone who comes and go, we can't say, okay, Fyodor's ship has arrived, and now he's like, oh, Fyodor's ship has arrived, and he looks and like 5 people come out of ship.
So we don't get out of ship. We just say, "Hey, oop, we are here." We
I mean, I am here. I'm Fyodor here.
It's just me, a good old Fyodor,
Sometimes I say we as joke.
and see if you want to, just come on ship, say hello, try to make deal on ship. If you know, if you want to go off ship, I go off ship. I go and meet up with him. You guys,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
you do what you do. You just sneaky around.
You think I sneak around? Do you
I
think
mean,
this?
if you
No,
want
you
to.
no. What you're trying to say? You say you do what you do. You sneak around. You think I sneak around?
I mean, you seem like a sneaky guy.
Thank you. It's accurate.
Except when we are fucking with ship. We have good solid plan. We just watch it blow up in our face.
Perfect.
Is that plan A?
Plan A.
Plan A. And then
Plan B is if he want me meet him in office,
Plan and
V.
I become master of disguise.
And then
I
G.
meet him in office.
That's A, B, C, and D.
A, B, V, G, D. Yeah, yo, je, Z,
I imagine being drunk in Russia and just being like, oh shit, I am too drunk right now.
Honestly, it sounds a lot like French.
Okay. Yeah, but I guess with all the like voice.
Do we have any comm stuff?
It's a Cyrillic alphabet, so it has.
Yeah, so I think
36
the
letters.
general idea with communications in this setting is that like everybody has the equivalent of like a cell phone,
Cool.
like smartphone. But if you wanted like earbud type things where you could be like a little bit more subtle,
Just basic
that would be
bit.
like a special
Okay.
item.
Cool.
So you can like ping each other.
I can temporarily improve a class of an item by 1. So if someone wants like private thing,
So I'm gonna
Is there-
text
is there a
Ezekiel
time
and get him
limit
on
or does it just say
standby.
temporarily?
just I only wrote down temporarily. I don't remember what it said.
No, that's the like the mechanic one where you can.
Yeah,
like,
it's called
change it?
upgrade.
Yeah, so I think it's the idea that you essentially add one of the upgrades to an item temporarily.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh my god, you can add seal to his fucking ship.
Temporarily.
I mean, you just
Let's
get,
see how
like, a
long
bunch
that
of
lasts.
Garbage bags. Alright, get in ship.
Fetch. Duct tape.
You are good. How
He's
long-
now. I just turned into a spaceship.
How long can you hold breath? Oh, Jesus. Alright.
Best part is I can make guarantee, and if I'm wrong, we die anyway.
Anyway. Oh, Christ.
Alright.
Alright.
Let's do it.
Alright, you guys get there.
All right, we landed.
So we fly through. So we leave. We fly through space.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to the substation.
Yep.
While we're flying, I'm looking for gribbets. Out the window.
Okay.
Do I see gribbets?
So you're up in the cockpit just like, where are they?
Where are you hiding?
No.
That is another star.
Hiding.
All right. So, you do not find any cribbits. Unfortunately.
Maybe better luck next time.
They're very sneaky, these cribbits.
I will get one day.
Roll for it. You get to I find cribbits.
You think you find cribbits.
But they know.
Fuck, that's gonna become a recurring thing in this session. It's just, you did it. What do you know?
Like cribbits fucking know everything. It's like, you were the guy at one point you were flying through space and you were like looking for us.
What?
I know, yeah.
All the cribbits.
They are smarter than I thought.
Alright, so you guys get to substation 6. You don't see any other substations anywhere nearby. But you assume. So you get there. It takes a little while to dock, but you land. Vitaly pulls a little bit of quick, like we have arrived, and they're just like, "What are you bringing?" He's like, "I don't know, man. They just put it on my ship, and I bring it."
One passenger, Fyodor.
Yeah, they gave me stuff and a guy. I bring the guy and the stuff. So you guys land.
And we just chill, wait to see if he makes contact.
Vitaly will be like, "Alright, I talk with guy, I come back, you do whatever you need to do, but
I'm gonna start unzipping my pants.
Might.
So Vitaly will be like, "Are you ready to go? Fyodor?" And then he takes a drink. Oh, yeah, he's been drinking the whole time.
Okay.
Because he's flying.
That's when I pull out.
We want to be as safe as possible.
I summon my knife in my hand and I look at you guys and I go, "Alright, are you ready for a real magic trick?" And I get it really close to my face and I move out of sight and then I
Roll assessment. What do you
see
got?
how bad this is. Oh no.
So the data point just adds a 1.
Okay, so I don't have an audit. So what role is it?
I think that's a good question. It's just let's
I didn't ask what
see.
alchemy or transform actually was.
So transform, you just roll an assessment. This would probably be what would
I don't even know, dude.
Expertise or
This is
influence or physique.
Expertise has creativity as one of the things.
stealth, focus, or cunning, informants, interviews, and gossip, research, experimentation. Let's do metal for focus.
Okay. So that's a 6 with the data point.
But it's still not quite so tough.
I thought the data point was automatic,
No.
but that's only a 6. That's a failure, objectively.
Yes. I'm going to double check that data
So
point
you go like
do
this,
what I think they do.
You look like him.
Yeah.
You look very handsome, but it's not
Yep,
Fyodor.
that just gives you a +1.
All right.
So you failed the roll.
Okay.
But they know.
The grimace now.
I'm gonna say that you basically just made like a chubby face.
Oh.
Like you're like kind of jowly, but you don't look like Fyodor.
But
Okay.
his face is
This,
different.
he thinks he's Space
It
Wizard.
is
He
different.
stuffs piroshki into his cheeks.
Actually, I like that a lot. It basically just looks like you stuffed food into your cheeks, and they're kind of like everything got a little bit saggier, and so like it's one of those things where I think like from a distance, someone might be like, "Is that Fyodor?"
This could work.
And then when you get it close, you're like, "That's not Fyodor." But you are also convinced that like you got it.
Okay.
You're like, "No, I did."
Hey!
We can work with this.
It's close enough.
So,
Sure.
continue with plan A, where we wait for him to contact us.
Fyodor will wait forever.
Okay.
All right, so I guess we're just chilling on the spaceship
so-
waiting.
So basically, Vitaly will be like, you come with me. We introduce
Why?
you.
Why go? What?
When you dock, man comes, he inspects ship.
Oh god.
You all hide. He's fine.
Okay,
You just there are cargo bins. You just
So-
hide behind cargo bins.
I'm gonna try to impersonate his voice.
You okay?
Are you ready?
Influence?
Yeah, influence.
Okay. It's a 6.
All right. So you definitely are just like basically your same voice, but just a little bit deeper.
Kind of with the
I
falsetto.
am Fyodor!
Everyone around you knows that is definitely not Fyodor's voice.
You not only don't look like him. you
He's
also
good.
look
He's
like
good. We work with
a
him.
Master of disguise.
Are we trying not to hurt his feelings?
No, I just want somebody to take the fall. They will shoot him.
You definitely heard that.
I feel a little bit dejected, so I take a couple of the chocolates and I get them a little bit warm and I put some of the chocolate on my face like I've been eating it because I think it's going to enhance my disguise.
This is very important to him. Okay, you did it. You look like Pickering or whoever you were. You did
Let's
it.
clap.
He's a master of disguise. Sorry, he's master of disguise.
I think we'll leave Fyodor at home. No, I just hear his voice.
I am ready, pilot. Let's go.
Natalia's definitely like, okay, let us go. Let me talk. You don't talk unless they ask.
Fyodor is quiet partner.
Alright, so you walk outside Natalia. The guy will walk over and be like, hello? Alright, you got looks like you got one passenger and some cargo on here. Yes, this is passenger. He'll be like, okay, you're Fyodor, right? Okay, great. So I just need to take a look inside, make sure you got the cargo you said, and then we'll be all set. Do you want help unloading, or you think you got it? So I'll be like, it's okay, I got it. I'll be like, all right, very good. Let's go in. You'll notice he like when he looks at you,
Super
he's like, are
cheery
you
for,
Fyodor?
like,
He
customs.
looked at your mouth and looked a little confused for a second, and then was just like, okay. So he'll walk into the ship. Everybody's hiding behind the cargo crates, I assume.
Yes.
No one's just disregarding the advice given by Vitaly. You might have needed to move one cargo crate on top of another just to make it tall enough for Molotov to fit back there. But
Can we put Molotov in a crate?
I don't think a crate is big enough.
Okay.
Most crates
Like,
are
okay,
designed
but-
for like people to move.
Like the customs guy is gone, and he's like Molotov.
Maybe you can push them over when the guy leaves. But yeah, the guy will walk in and just be like, okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Fantastic. You got all the crates here, all good. Just sign here. All right, have a good one. And just walks out.
Sweet.
I look at Vitali and I just go.
Better than expected. I think he is high.
Who?
His breath smell of ice.
Who is officer or this guy?
Yes.
The cargo guy.
Yes.
I know what you mean. I don't know.
All right, get to it, Fyodor.
Get to waiting. Yes.
Oh, great.
So I guess we go back on the ship, and I'm just.
Who wants to play drinking?
Well, we have to know how.
He just opens one of the crates and it's full of liquor.
I take a bottle, you take a bottle.
Here you go.
What else are you gonna drink?
I spent the whole night waiting to make that fucking. I did. All right, so you guys hang out for probably like a good 15 minutes, 20 minutes or so.
We just
playing a pretty lame drinking game. It's basically called Drink in silence. It's Vitali's favorite.
Drink in silence and think about that life.
I gained 2 trust points.
So yeah, you guys hang out for a little while, and after a while, the like comms board.
So
on the,
how long does the disguises last? Is my question.
So I'm actually,
This one lasts forever.
As a GM role.
The way it's described is that it just happens until you change it. I'm really tempted to try to make some sort of thing where it's like it'll last for like 5 minutes, and then you need to wait like 10 minutes, and then you can do it again.
Okay.
But that also feels really short, and it means you have to make a roll each time.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is, let's make it last for like.
So having even if he had it available immediately after 5 minutes, there's still a high risk of failure because these rolls are not.
So what I'm thinking
most
of doing
reliable.
is setting it up where like basically you get like one shift every like 8 hours.
So I get to use it once every 8
Is
hours.
what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Okay. But I can revert back whenever I want.
Right.
Okay.
But so I'm trying to think about it like kind of like wild shape rules from Pathfinder for druids, where it's like the longer you play, the more often you can use it.
Yeah.
But when you first start off, you get like 1 per day.
All right.
And the more you use it, the less
technically,
it
he
comes
already
back
did it
to
when
the
he
same.
showed us.
Right, but that's a good point.
That was bad.
That wasn't 8 hours, was it?
I don't know. At the same time, we don't need to limit it.
Okay.
Let's just
don't abuse
you
it.
Just use it.
Just don't abuse it.
Yeah,
With
but
great power.
I do want to say though that no matter what you change into, you are still the consistency of flesh.
Okay.
So
yeah.
if you try to change into like a chair, someone's gonna sit on a human chair, and it's gonna be real gross, and you're gonna have to roll strength to support them in a body that has no real bones. I think at that
All right.
And then you fart.
Can I do a?
point, you shit yourself.
If I notice that everybody's looking at me and they're like, "This is a bad disguise," could I roll again as like a reattempt, or should I just keep it if I try to do an impersonation?
I think if you don't, that's tough.
Because we're waiting right now. I'm just
Right.
curious.
That's a good point. Actually, I think
It's like hair,
I
where
think
if you try to fix it, it just gets worse.
If you roll a bad disguise and you think that it's good, I think you think that it's good for at least like 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
But so like right before he calls, I'll definitely let you have a moment of doubt and be like, "Be honest, he's good." Like, or maybe you like take a second to like try to admire yourself by taking a selfie, and then you're like, "Wait a minute, I forget chin." Fuck. Or like, I forget he have different nose.
All right.
So if you want to re-roll it, I'll allow it.
All right.
If anyone's willing to tell you the truth.
Oh, that's a good question because I wouldn't know.
I'm not going
If
to.
you ask me if the disguise is good, my response is going to be along the lines of, "It's good."
He's okay.
It's not you.
It's a disguise.
It's not you. It's yeah. I thought the chocolate was a nice touch, now that I have it on my face.
Actually, I think. Wait, hold on. Yeah, Vitaly will. If you say like, be honest, this guy, Vitaly will be like, you look like horse's ass. Fyodor may have looked like horse's ass. I do not know, but you look like horse's ass.
Pull a picture and compare it.
Yeah, if you show it to him, he'll be like, no. Are you kidding me? And look at the rest of you, you'd be like, wait, am I just drunk or for real? I can't. Hold on. And he'll be like, no.
Okay, one more time. And I pull out my southern blade and I go, and I'll turn around and oh god. It's a 7 this time.
Oh, right, 'cause you
Alright.
had, okay.
With the metal, so
Alright.
that's 1 better than last time. So this is
That's a pass,
a
right?
mid. It's the
So
mid.
This
It's
is the mid, yeah. So it's like it is successful, but something doesn't work out quite the same. What I'm gonna say is you get the front of his face correct, and the rest of your head does not look like his.
okay.
So you get the face, but like if someone knew what Fyodor looked like pretty well, they would be like, "You change your hair?
Yes.
What do you do with your hair? Like, you look different, maybe." Like not enough to make them be like, "You are not Fyodor," but they'd be like, "Why? You must haircut. You must be haircut or something." Like like it's just enough that if like somebody got suspicious, they'd be like,
But the voice is good.
I'll say roll
bad
roll
at
separately
the
for
focus.
Not bad at all.
because you're not transforming. The voice is like you in person.
Hey, that's a. Oh no, it's influence. So that's a 9.
That's a 9.
It's a high mid. So I'm doing slightly better than my abject failures.
I'm gonna say that you get his voice down, but you keep ending it with an upwards inflection.
You mean he still has a Russian accent?
Yeah,
You mean my voice is
I thought you were.
you are doing a Fyodor voice correctly, but every single sentence you just keep ending with "Hello, how are you?"
I think my costume was really good. Good?
Like it just keeps kind of sounding like a question, but you've got the voice, so like it sounds like Fyodor. So someone who knows Fyodor would be like, "Are you okay?"
My confidence is literally.
I believe I am.
right now. I believe
The voice.
I may be Fyodor.
You got the face and the voice.
Yeah. Do I have a USB drive on me? USB 9?
You do not. You didn't get a copy.
Does anyone have
have
a flash
You
drive?
have a flash drive with cowboy costume.
What do you need, cowboy costume?
Well, in case you want to see data, you know.
No, let's see if Vitaly's got one of the ship. Nope.
Well, why do you need?
Oh,
I know a guy.
bargaining chip if you want to see immediately, you know.
Well, we don't want to give him the real thing.
We could give him Cowboy Kassia.
We could. Actually, yes, if he plugs it into his
Vitaly
own computer.
will go, "Wait a minute, I have an idea." And he goes rummaging in box, and he just pulls out like a small container, and then he just breaks it in half, and then just like takes the lid and kind of like super glues it to the end, and it looks kind of like the general shape of the
What?
flash drive.
Okay, if he wants to plug it into his own computer to see if it is information, give him Cowboy Kostya. This is fine. If he wants to give virus to his own computer.
But then, sir, you don't have
sneaky.
cowboy costume.
That's true.
Sneaky.
He might not be nice man. He might try to eat him. This man tries to solve his problems by
Just
eating.
imagine
We
him looking
just
at a
have
computer and
to
being like,
show him flash drive.
No.
We are not going to give.
That's true.
So, give him flash drive.
If he tells you to plug it in before we say money, just say, haha, you make the joke.
I see money first.
Right.
First?
Sure.
Money first?
Forest? I'll try it.
Also, for some reason, I really like the idea that every time you pass around a flashlight with Cowboy Costa on it, every time it passes, it goes, yeehaw. Just a little bit. Just real
Barely
quick.
audible.
Like if you were listening for it, you could hear it. But if you're not listening, you're like, did I just... No, okay. Why would I hear a cowboy?
All right.
Also, because I feel like that's something Nelson would do. He would totally have like a custom flash drive for Cowboy Costa that's like pressure detection, and would just go every time.
Well, does Pickering contact us?
He does. Sorry, I'm making a note so that I remember that Cowboy Costa makes a very quiet yeehaw.
How did he contact us?
So after about 15-20 minutes, he'll the ship will get like a communications request, and Vitaly will stagger over, hit the button, and go da. And a very fat man looks him in the face and goes, "You're." Damn it! I started with a Russian accent. Once you do it for a while, you just start
I noticed earlier you dropped the Russian accent, but you said he gets bucks.
He gets box.
Or something like that.
Sorry.
Box.
Yeah, so Vitaly will go up and hit it and go, duh. And you'll hear, where are you? I'm trying to do the jelly voice. Are you Vitaly? You're like, duh. Is Fyodor with you? Duh. He isn't answering his phone. Duh. keep send him to this location. I'm sending you to Matt. Yeah. He's like, God damn it. Hangs up.
Cool. Let's roll the fuck out.
I look around. Master of disguise.
Well done.
Disguise? Searching for approval.
Yeah, you did very well. There we go. Yeah.
Alright.
Outstanding, this guy.
We should
right.
sneak out in case of camera.
So you're going out by yourself.
I'm gonna go out first.
By yourself.
By myself.
Actually, yes. You go out. So, okay, we get a map, right?
Mm-hmm.
How like long of a walk is it?
So the station's only like 2 kilometers. No more than like 10 minutes.
Okay. So you get
minutes
out.
from it.
We like wait 3 or 4 minutes, and
Okay.
then the rest of us get out. If he's watching the ship and then you leave it, why would he keep watching the ship?
That sounds good. Sounds like a good plan.
Okay.
Alright, so I'll start heading to the location I'm supposed to meet him at.
Okay.
Then
Cool.
we wait a bit and then roll out.
Alright. So you leave the ship, you go into the dock. There's not really anyone there currently.
I say hey to Ezekiel.
It's a smaller. Oh, did you want him to come to the ship? Okay. I was like, if you want to, like, we can do some stuff. But yeah. So you leave the ship. It's a much smaller dock. It's probably only like. Actually, oh shit! This ship is supposed to be like 50 meters. Right? Fuck. What was it? It was like.
Yeah, well, it's big enough to hold a car and some other things.
Yeah, so this ship's like 50 meters long. So the dock here is probably only like 70, 75-ish. So like it's basically like designed for like one of these, and that's it. So it's almost like a private dock. So you get to the door, you open the door, and as you turn the corner, you see what looks like a desk, and you see the guy that you met earlier rapidly shove something into his drawer, and then turn and look at you and just be like, "Hi, what can I do for you?"
Wait, so the guy I saw in the mid-game, some Pickering?
The one who Vasily said was high.
No, the really like upbeat, happy guy that
Oh, and he's in
The dock worker.
the doctor. Yeah, so he's just like, "Hi, so what can you know where you're going? You been here before? What can I do for you? Looking for somebody? You got somebody here? You need help? You look kind of lost.
You okay, my friend?
I'm great. What can I do for you? You okay? You got sniffles? You got a cold? Stay back. I don't want to get sick.
No, I hear there's a cure for the sniffles, or maybe a cause. Cause?
I don't know what you're talking about, but you got a funny accent. I like that. What are you doing here?
I am looking for Pickering.
Oh yeah, Pick. Yeah. What do you know old Pick? You a friend of yours? You know from back in the day? Pretty old.
Say business contact.
Okay. You got a funny way of talking. Yeah, he's down that way. You know what his office is? I can show you. Yeah.
Show me, my friend. In? Show me, my.
Yeah. And he starts walking. He walks fast. He is just power walking the whole way. Just all right, let's go.
Okay, if he starts walking, I say, "Hey, slow down, my friend." Does he slow down?
He'll slow down a little bit and be like, "Oh, all right, yeah, hey, friend, yeah, all right, cool." I don't have many friends here. Most people are kind of rude, actually. Not very friendly, but you seem pretty nice. What do you got a funny way of talking though.
This man's life makes me sad.
You are my friend. You talk very well. Hold on, I need to send message. And I literally will text, I guess on a group chat, to everybody in the group. Super happy boy, have secret drugs in desk drawer. And then I add a question mark at the end.
Alright, you all get a text that super happy boy has drugs in drawer?
Perhaps we'll find out what this means.
We did not discuss code word.
Also, why is Fyodor texting us? He texts just like Fyodor would, I think. How did you get this number, Fyodor?
Who let you know?
So I say, you think Pickering like chocolates?
He'll be like, oh, chocolates? Pick loves chocolates. He likes anything with sugar in it. It's like his favorite food. He'll be like, oh, I can tell you like chocolates though. Huh? Yeah, you like them. You're a big fan of chocolate.
Oh, my friend. You know. And then I say, after you drop me off, make sure to go back to your desk, no listen in on business.
He'd be like, oh, no, I don't listen in on anything. It's fine. I stay there.
Talk a lot. Listen a lot. You just talk?
Sometimes people say I like to talk. And, listening's good, but people generally say mean things. So if I don't listen to them, then I don't hear the mean things and I don't get sad. And then I don't have to... I like talking. It's good. Here's Pick's office. Bye. They'll go to shake your hand.
I go,
Give
high
this guy a
five.
sex bot or something.
Oh.
God damn it.
Yeah!
I high five.
He misses.
Where does he miss?
He goes too outside. So you try to do it and the thumb hits the pinky. And they'll just be like, oh. Do you keep your hand up or do you keep it up? Alright. He'll be like, alright.
That's a good friend.
He gets it. Spot on.
High
Notice
five.
he's looking right at your elbow.
I'd be really sad if that was his high five that month. A really low traffic station.
Sorry, what was the drug called that you said he smelled like? That Vitaly said he smelled like?
Ice.
Nice.
That's meth.
Alright, I'll look at him and I'll say, stay cool, my friend.
He'll just be like, it's temperature controlled, but yeah, cool, have a good one.
So I'll go and
to see if he understood what you're talking about.
I guess I'll go to knock on the door. I don't know if that's proper.
I think nowadays there's usually an access. I think in general in sci-fi I always imagine an access panel, like a doorbell button.
Okay, I'll knock on the door.
All right. You hear there'll be 2 seconds of pause, and then the door will open, and you'll see a very large man, a very fat man, basically in what appears to be somebody took a swivel chair, but made it the size of a love seat, and then extended it a bit. It's a bed. It's a bed with a back. It's basically a small bed with a back on it, but it can rotate.
Okay.
And essentially, he has like a small handrail in front of his computer that he can like use to like turn himself.
Okay.
And it is gigantic. His computer terminal is like the whole like half circle of function. It's like a shit ton of stuff all over it, monitors. And when you look at him, you notice he looks kind of gross. Not just fat, but like there's like stains in his armpits. His shirt is like a graphic tee with like a weird, really faded picture of what might be a pony. Just really weird, like just not a big beard, but just like really long facial hair. It's not thick, but like it's really
Covering
long.
like an acne beard.
Kind of, yeah. But it's like one of those beards where like it looked like he was like, well, I don't have the thickness, but if I grow out the length, it'll cover it, and then you can't tell. And then you're like, no, you can tell. It's still pretty bad.
Just looks like a
All right.
scrotum.
So he just looks like if he
a little bit.
like if he fell over, this is the guy big enough that like.
Oh yeah, he's not getting up
Okay.
on his own.
All right. So
Like you don't think you could move him at all. Like if your life depended on it, like if he fell on you,
okay.
you're dead.
So I kind of want to like scope out. So door opens, and they say, "Pickering, comrade, how are you?" And I want to be looking around the room to see if I see any cameras.
All right. Let's see. Will it require an assessment roll? Yeah, give me an assessment.
Was that a expertise medal?
Let's do metal.
I do not. It's a 6.
All right.
A failure.
Well, I mean, you notice this room, you just don't see anything
don't see any cameras.
that looks out of the ordinary. So you walk in, you're just like, oh, this is an okay room. There's lots of dust. Nothing really touched.
Big, disgusting man.
Yeah, so you walk in, the picker will be like, you're early.
Is Earl?
Hold on, I'll come in again.
hold on. It's good line. It's good line. You know they say, is early is on time? Is on time is late?
He won't actually laugh.
You're just staring fat confusion at you.
He'll just be like, yeah, okay. I'm going to be working for a little while, so I gotta. He'll kind of pause and like turn around and look and be like, I'm going to be a little distracted. So you got it. You got what I need.
So I'll have it, and I'll kind of like scratch. I'll have it in my hand. And I'll kind of like scratch the side of my neck, and I'll be like,
Well, you have what I need?
He'll be like, oh yes, I do. Be like, I got it right here, and he'll reach over like. He has to like strain to reach it. Like you actually hear him be like, and he like opens a drawer that's just full of what appears to be like cards, like just various like ways to store digital currency.
okay.
And he'll kind of like rummage around a little bit, and then pull out like a stack, and then close it, and then he'll lean back over and be like, here you go. This is it. A passage on a ship arriving in 2 days.
And we're a couple minutes behind, yeah?
Oh yeah, so you guys left. Or well, actually no. So you guys didn't say. So you're gonna leave.
Like we wait a couple of minutes
20
after he
minutes?
leaves.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So you guys. That's a good point. So you guys left about 3 minutes. They would have been walking. It's about what I say, 15-minute walk.
10-minute walk.
Okay. So yeah. So you guys head out. You all have a map of where his office is. All right. So yeah. So you guys head out. You start walking. You get probably. How did that wait? So 3 minutes. Yeah, so you actually get pretty close to there when the chipper guy starts walking back. He notices you just like, well, hi. How can I help all of you? Where did you all come from? What can I do for you? Who are you?
We're here to see Pickering.
You're
Does this man look very happy to you, would you say?
He's happy man.
Where's your desk, happy man?
He's gonna look very confused for a second. Be like, well, my desk is back that way, but you're here to see Pickering. You say he's already seen somebody. When did you get here? Did you just arrive? Or you
Yes.
been here?
Well,
Which dock are you in?
I can... well, maybe you should show my friends to Pickering.
I'm gonna need to check you
I
in
will
before
wait.
I show you the Pickering.
Yeah, sure, we
I mean,
do
he's
that at your desk, yes?
Yeah, okay, yeah, back this way.
Okay.
He'll, like,
You
kinda-
show him to desk. We
No,
will go
I'm
to
gonna need all of you to come with. I gotta check in everybody that arrives. I don't know how I should have gotten an alert. A ship arrived. I don't know how I missed that. But come on. Kind of. He'll try to like gently.
Yeah.
He won't touch Molotov. He'll kind of be like, "Come, oh, you're a big one. Please."
Yeah, I'm we're going right.
All right, let's go. So when you get back to the desk, he'll like sit down at his computer and then just be like, "There's." Well,
I'm gonna like stand behind him and like examine, like see how many
when you
drawers
go to
he
move
has.
behind him and be like, sir, can you stay in the front, please? In front of my desk?
What is the problem?
Not behind me? Kind of makes
I
me
don't
uncomfortable
understand.
when you're right behind
Hey,
me.
everything is okay, buddy. Calm
You
down. This is a nice desk. What is
Okay,
this?
you say everything's okay, calm down,
Yeah.
and he'll look at Molotov and then just be like, okay.
Molotov, do you want to handle this situation?
I don't know if I fit the door.
That's a good point. No, you can fit through doors.
Just
You
sideways.
just kind of gotta like.
So I'm like, does this monitor have like information about ships and stuff?
I mean, yeah. So it's basically like a lesser version of Pix setup of just kind of like what ships have arrived.
Sure.
Like, so he gets like alerts. He has like a map of like which ship is in which dock, and he's basically he looks at it. He has no new alerts, and he's kind of just like, well.
So if I scan over the like list of ships, can I find one that's like reasonably large or has a large number of people? Like whether it's arrived or left soon or whatnot.
I would say give me a medal to do that stealthily.
Okay.
No, because you're not actually interacting with the computer. You're trying to like read over his shoulder without him really realizing that you're doing it.
Plus metal 9.
All right.
So I'm gonna just like quickly find one of those and be like, "Oh, we coming on. I think this looks like the one right here." And I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder and be like, "Easy peasy. Now, please take us to Pickering."
I like the idea that you're just kind of like an aggressively persuasive Russian who doesn't really know what he's doing, but he's like, "This is right here. This is normal." Just like I said.
See, everything has explanation. If I don't ask questions.
So you do that, and he'll be like, "Well, okay, sir, but that ship arrived about a week ago, and I haven't seen any of y'all.
You know,
around
we've
here.
been hanging out."
I would definitely recognize some of you. He'll like look like he's about to point, and then be like, "I would definitely recognize you. I don't forget faces. Really, this is like you.
I think you are more forgetful than you think you are.
Yes.
You greet us. We say hello. We make many jokes. We drink together. You don't remember this?
Roll me an influence."
8.
All right, he rolled snake eyes, so he's gonna be very confused.
You got very drunk that night. It's understandable you don't remember.
Did I?
Well, listen, we had many drinks. You shared some. Because he told us he has drugs. You were very.
He's gonna look like he doesn't really believe you, and then you go, "You shared some."
You're very
and he'll just
generous.
be like, and he'll glance at his desk drawer.
Now I know which one.
So when you do that, he'll be like, and he'll glance at his desk drawer real quick, and then just be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know how I forgot that. I'm usually pretty good about remembering
You
that.
cannot hold your liquor, my friend. It's okay.
I can't believe I'd forget." He'll kind of stop on Molotov for a second. Like, I can't believe I'd forget this many of you if we really hung out that night. That's
These things happen. Well, we are here to see Pickering today.
Well, shoot. Yeah, I mean, if you've been here for a week, you already know where he is, right? I guess.
We haven't seen him yet. You don't remember any of
But
this.
you...
It's okay. Please show my friends where Pickering is. I will wait.
You'll be like, oh, you'll wait here?
It's good. It's good.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just gonna pull out my phone and just like, kind of like lean against the wall away from his desk.
Alright. So yeah, he'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, everybody, come with me. I'll show you to Pickering's office. He'll kind of, as he's walking, kind of turn around and be like, so what? Sorry, what are your names again? I forgot. Sorry.
When he's like right out of eye shot, I'm gonna go to that desk drawer because I don't want to get left behind either. I want to be able to catch up.
Okay.
Things.
So yeah, basically, you open the drawer and you find like a small baggie of crushed up meth.
Oh
It's
my!
That big.
Right on.
We're having a reenactment of what we've done in past game sessions. Randomly stealing people's drugs and then not knowing the ramifications of those things.
So I'm gonna take that. Anything else interesting in the drawer? I'll open the other one too. Whatever.
Just rifling
So as you start rifling through his drawers, I mean, mostly it's like paperwork and like pens and pencils and stuff, but then there's a few with like the modern equivalent of buns and ammo.
Buttons and ammo.
Have you ever heard of buns and ammo?
No.
It's like a gay porn mag with dudes covered in like...
What? Not the direction I was hoping for.
You never heard of buns and ammo?
No.
Don't show me a photo.
It's hilarious. Oh wait, I think this is made up. I don't think it's real.
Oh, this was a startup idea I had.
No, wait, it was in something. It was like in a movie or a show where somebody pulled out a magazine and it was titled Buns and Ammo. Or maybe it was Super Troopers or something. Fuck, where did this come from? Oh, it's Little Miss Sunshine. So a cop is going through like magazines and he finds one titled Buns and Ammo, and it's about a bunch of like naked gay dudes with like they just have like guns and like bullets and shit. And it's for like, I think the whole joke is it's for like the closeted gay dude that wants to be like, no, it's manly.
Oh my god.
Manly thing.
Nice.
But it's just naked dudes. So yeah, you find like the equivalent of like some Buns and Ammo.
Okay.
I think Buns and Ammo would probably still be.
That's fine. I'll leave it.
That's a quality publication that would probably survive on the novelty of the name alone.
Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to take one of those out and just like open it to a random page and leave it open on his desk. Other people come by. Anyway.
Cruel. Does he take his drugs and use?
I'm helping him get over his drug problem. Okay, and then on the... Did he leave his computer unlocked and stuff? I don't want to spend too much time because I want to catch up with these guys, but...
Yeah, he left his computer unlocked.
Cool. Anything I can edit? Passenger lists and stuff, arrival
I think
dates.
you need to... let's see.
It's an interface check, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think about what you would be able to edit.
He signs
I
people
would
in, right?
say-
Like stuff that he enters, right? Like...
Yeah, well, so it's basically him, like, he, like, double checks and verifies the manifest when they arrive.
Oh, so it isn't.
Essentially.
Oh, you know what?
Like,
I got an easy one. Can I erase this ship from the records? The ship we arrived on. Or at least change Vasily's name.
yeah, I'm gonna say you can edit the name.
Okay. Like, that would just slightly more assurance that it won't, like...
I mean, what do you want changes to?
Yeah, right. I'm gonna take inspiration from another random captain's name and just like shuffle around the letters of the first and last name or something. I don't know.
Okay. It's basically like copy another.
Yeah, and just like fuck up the serial number or whatever the hell else identifies the ship, just to help cover our tracks in case.
James
Stuff comes back.
Liam Picard.
Exactly, James Liam Picard. That's who brought us here.
James Liam Picard. All right.
And then I'm gonna try to catch up to the group going to Picard.
Oh, boy.
Oh, so I will try to pronounce my real last name to the guy. No. It is none of these.
Nina Visti.
No. That is completely wrong.
Nina Visti?
No,
Nina
no.
Vista?
Just stop. Stop.
This means terrible thing in my life. Don't ever say this to me again.
Like,
Let's try again.
I'm sorry. Wait, what? I'm sorry.
No, you've just insulted my mother. This is not something we forgive.
So are you gonna give him your name?
No.
I won't give him my first name. It's my last name. It's like,
Oh, you're gonna be like, I am Nina Visti.
yeah.
And then he'll be like, oh, Nana Vista? And you're gonna be like, no, don't, just never mind. I'm curious if John thinks his name would just stare. I assume he would just stare quietly.
Probably.
I just stare at my phone pretending to ignore him.
I don't think he would be bald enough to interrupt you. Nope. All right, so he'll lead you to Pickering's office, and then just be like, all right, well,
Am I able to catch up? Okay. To the group.
I mean, are you gonna try to like actually catch up with them, or like just follow
Catch up-
them
or,
from a distance?
Mostly, I'm concerned about not like losing sight of them because I want to know how to get to Pickering's
It's
office.
more a question of, do you want to try to keep yourself in a position where if he turns around, you duck, or do you
No.
want to just
If he
follow?
turns around and sees me, then it's fine. I'll catch up.
Okay, I was curious like how stealthy you were trying to move.
No,
Okay.
catch up.
Yeah, I mean, you doing that only takes like 3-4 minutes tops. I mean,
Okay.
but it's mainly you just like going through the drawer,
Yeah.
going through the drawer, reading the data, kind of checking things out, editing it,
Don't forget the gay
pulling out the
porn.
magazine, opening it, finding a good page.
Oh, this is a good one. Oh.
I did not know they make bullets that big. Is this how you say a sizable payload?
Excellent.
But yeah, so you'll catch up after a little bit. I mean, you gotta like do a little bit of
Yeah.
jogging. But yeah, you'll catch up with the group, and when you catch up, he'll turn around and be like, "Well, Mister, you said you were gonna wait at my desk."
It's
What's-
okay.
what's-
It's okay.
Well, wait, but
He changed his
I
mind.
forgot something.
what'd you forget?
This is between me and Mr. Pickering. Please don't ask us about our business. It's private.
Well, Mister.
It's okay.
Okay, hold on. So when you guys get to Pickering's office, he'll basically like go to the door panel and he'll like press like an intercom button, and so while you two are talking, because they're only like a few minutes behind. Oh shit! Wait, he wouldn't have gotten all the way back to his desk.
Do you want to start doing like you and me, and then you can interrupt with that intercom at some point? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the restroom.
All right, so he pulls out the credits. He sets them down. He says he's got the transport for you.
Okay.
He'll be like,
Do you want to do this now, or you have business to attend to?
I need to verify the data.
So I'm gonna
He'll
take
put out a big meaty sweaty palm.
yeah. I'm gonna take it, and then I'm gonna be like, okay, but first let me whisper password to you.
No password to you.
To you? And I'll hold it.
Okay.
So I'll walk over around the desk to near him, and I put my hand on the chair, and I go, password is. Moist bottom.
I'm sorry. What was that?
And then I cast alchemy, and I change the chair to water.
Why?
Do I need to roll for this? I think it's expertise.
Oh boy. Oh my god. All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because basically you're touching like the metal, and then turning all the metal in the chair into water. Okay. Yeah. How did we work out that?
Well, you said the limit on it was going to be that I needed to have the tattoo on my body. So I have 5 tattoos on me, and one of them's water. It's the chemical element of water.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm
Can you
gonna.
change things into fire?
No, I was kind of.
Yeah. So the idea, basically, what you do is you roll like a patch up, but you roll that. So I think it's expertise.
Okay.
And basically, I think the idea is if you fuck up the roll, you basically use the spell.
Without it
doesn't
working.
really work.
Okay.
Please tell me that I just walked in on him trying to copy.
No, so what he's doing is he's touching the metal chair and turning it into water.
You need new dice, dude.
I rolled a 7.
You roll a 7. Okay.
Touching the metal chair and turning into water.
Yeah, so on a 10 plus, you choose exactly what happens. From a 7 to 9, you cannot reattempt it. That's the idea.
What happens, Mike?
You turn only the seat into water.
I snuck up beside him and I said, the password is wet bottom.
You said
Moist.
Moist bottom.
And then you turn the chair to water. So I'm going to say what happens is, in general, I like the general idea that if you fail on a roll, you only transform like the
Wait, 7 is success though.
No. So I'm just going through it. So full success, like 10 plus, is you do whatever you want to say. Failure is like you only transform like your fingertips, like the part touching it.
Yeah.
That's it. So like it still kind of occurs, just not as well as you thought. But the 7 is it still accomplishes what you want, but not like the full way you wanted it. So what I'm thinking is basically you touch the chair and you transform it into water. But
It's ice.
basically what happens is you
water
only
bed.
transform the back of the chair and not the seat.
Okay.
So the seat gets very wet, but he basically just kind of like is sitting and then just like doesn't fully fall. He just like lays down because it was basically like a bed. So he's essentially just stuck laying down in bed, just like whoa, whoa, and then he's just in like a wet bed, and he's just like what'd you do? How'd you do it?
You break your chair. Also, you piss yourself.
And I think now's a great time to have the door. Suddenly, the intercom chimes, and you go like, "Mr. Pickering, sir, there's a few more people here to see you. Were you expecting them?" And you just see Pickering just being like, "God damn it, God damn it!" And then he just like kind of like slaps at himself, and you see his eyes kind of like light up, which is the sign of like having like a connected interface.
Okay, at this point, could I summon my dagger and put it up to his throat?
Yes, you can. So it's gonna be like, God damn it, and it's gonna activate, and then you do the dagger, and it'll kind of pause and be like, what is it?
I get real close. Is this? Oh, they're talking.
He's on, like he says, what is it? And the guy will be like, there's 4 people here to see you, sir. They say they know you. Do you know? Hold on.
No, is it?
Anana Vista? you know Anana Vista?
I'm just gonna nod.
And I'll go, gosh, send them in. And I'll go, oh, okay, great. And I'll just be like, okay, gentlemen.
I want to make sure that I exchange a something is not right in there. Look with
He'll be like, oh, okay, great. I'll turn around and be like, all right, gentlemen, have a good day. It was nice to meet you, Nana Vista. And then just like, oh yeah, John, I assume when he asked for names,
He
you would
insulted
not
my
tell
mother.
him your name.
What's that?
Yeah.
He insults my mother many times. This man, he would
All right. So you guys open the door and you find a pretty like
My
normal looking
nonna.
office.
It's not
But,
a vista.
There is a very large computer console with a very fat man laying in what appears to be a bed with a puddle of water on it. Like it looks like someone just dumped a bucket of water on
Jeez.
him. and he is currently in bed with Konstantin Rasputin with a dagger in his face, smiling with the face of Fyodor.
Oh, you start the interrogation without us.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, you already made him piss himself.
Oh, hello, fat boy. You messed up, but you know this.
Where's this?
I mean, he can't
What's
see
going
us.
on?
Hey, listen, my friend.
No, he'll like try to crane and just be like, who's that? What's going on?
I guess we all slowly walk around and get into eye view.
In fact, I'm gonna try to like and ask for help if I can't do it myself. Try to like pull the chair away from the computer. Yeah, just to like pull him into the middle of the room, away from his things.
Are you going to look at for help?
Well, not primarily if I can't do it myself.
Okay, give us a strength roll.
So I'm gonna try and be like, holy shit.
7.
Pretty heavy though.
No, it's a 7 with your +2, right?
Alright, so basically you go to like grab the bed, and you're like, okay, on the 1, on the 2, and you yank it just to throw Borisov, and basically you yank it, and it rips. Like the mattress he's on just like rips in half, and it just a horrible odor fills the room. You're pretty sure that guy never really gets off that mattress, and you're pretty sure that he's been on it for so long that he kind of like sealed in the flavor.
He became one.
It's you're also pretty sure that like he's always in this room, and you don't really see any like tissues or socks or anything that can be used for like personal activities.
I put it down.
Yeah. It's really fucked up. God damn it.
Actually,
There's
wait,
also
let's
like
see.
no bed.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take a minute to like.
Definitely gags and almost throws up himself.
Yeah.
You're a disgusting man, Josh.
Oh.
You do get to move it. It just you kind of pull it a little bit and then it rips.
Is he on the
There's
floor
enough
now
for
or
that.
not?
Huh?
Is he on the floor or is he still on the
His
thing?
top half's on the floor.
Okay.
You also get a nice cross section of you can see like how big it was, and then how thin it is in the middle.
Alright.
Actually, no, there's no springs. You can get Tempur-Pedic.
While they're talking, I'm not gonna. I'll let them handle the. I'll let them handle the interrogation, but I want to like check out what's on the computer.
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll a general interface thing,
Yeah.
and you tell me what's 7.
All right. So yeah, you're gonna roll up to it, and you're gonna be like, "Wow, this is a lot of information all at once. This is gonna take some time to."
I imagine I also don't
figure
want to
out.
use the keyboard.
Oh yeah, it's gross. It's like one of those things where like you look at it and you're like, I don't think this has ever been cleaned, ever. And you're like, oh well, like there's some crumbs, there's some hair, there's some dust. That looks like a stain. So, do you have a spare keyboard on you?
Me? No.
Or are you just gonna put on a pair of rubber gloves and go to?
Yeah, rubber gloves, I guess.
Alright.
That are just like find implements and use them to type.
Using pencils.
Actually,
Exactly.
You have some kits on you, right?
I don't have anything to do. I just like.
You have like a med kit though, right?
Yeah, so I
I'm gonna
have
say
a.
there's like rubber gloves in the med.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm gonna say like that's gonna be like a standard
Okay.
thing. Rubber gloves are fucking cheap, so like I think it's fine to say you get rubber gloves and a med kit for
Okay.
sterilization.
Oh,
yeah.
also, does it have one of those things like the I think it's like peppermint extract or something that you put under your
Oh, yeah.
nose to block out the smell?
Yeah, it'll
Yeah.
have that.
I'll do one of those as
Or
well.
a good old swamp and Dagobah.
Mind if I look?
Yeah.
Burrow.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you guys can pass that all around. Everybody puts a little peppermint on it. I assume no one gives it to. He's gonna see you doing it and be
No.
like, crap, crap.
No, you, my friend, are a smelly, smelly man.
You made
You're
your bed,
close.
now you lie in it.
What do you want? Why are you doing this to me?
This is a good point. I actually probably text Sergey and probably go, what do we want?
What do we want? What do we want?
I don't remember.
What do we want, guys?
No, I go, what do we want?
I feel a character. Yeah.
I will prep him for questions. Fetch the implement.
All right.
What do you think we want?
So, while you guys wait for a response from
Death
Sergey and you prep the instruments, Costa, you start using the computer. So one of the first things you notice is like there is the vast majority of the screens on here is all just like data on the station, just like all of the ships in port, like ship manifests, kind of like what their tasks are, why they're here, what they're doing.
Sure.
Actually,
while I'm looking at that, I want to confirm that the changes I made on the assistant or whoever he was, if they're reflected there, that way it's a consistent record for me.
they are. It does show that a change was made,
Okay.
but they're there.
Okay.
So you access it. You can kind of poke around. It takes you a while just to kind of like figure it out. This is a very strange OS, and it's primarily designed for monitoring. So like actual interaction is slightly difficult.
I'm especially interested in like what he would use incriminating information about SpaceBook for. So like forum pages open where he's like, I don't know.
No forum pages, but you do find quite a few folders that are like password protected on the machine, where like they aren't blatantly named like blackmail, but you notice that there are folders based on like different. Well, so like one of them is labeled Way More, which you're pretty sure what that is.
Way more?
But
Porn.
it's the porn company.
Oh.
WEYMOR. MOHR, I think.
WHAMOR.
I think it was just WEY.
So this is a real porn company?
No, this is the
This is
company
the
I
space.
created.
Yeah.
Well, I own the
WEY
favor for the latex insert.
MOHR. It's way more porn.
Got it.
Yeah.
So
Like
my
Wayland Utani, but way more.
my initial what do they call it? I didn't know if it was way more porn as in quantity or like because he's super fat, he's looking for way more. It's like this is
WEIG.
yeah. Like,
No, it's definitely way more.
okay.
Yeah, is it way or me? It's definitely yes.
If at any point Laska is not occupied, if it's someone else like talking to the fat guy,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like things that if you more information we need from him. I'm gonna point to the encrypted folders. Just some passwords for these.
Well, we will start with this.
Okay. Because we don't remember what else we want.
So, passwords for fingers. How about this?
Password for fingers. What?
Oh, every time you give me a password, I do not take a finger.
It's a good deal, my friend.
You see him try to like close his fists, but they don't really do that. Just kind of, kind of do this. He's just like, no. And he tries to like cover them up. And be like, no, I need these. I need these to live. I'm useless without these.
Yes, you would be my friend.
Oh, actually, do you have Cowboy Question still? You have
Technically, he does.
Hey,
want
I
me
can
to
use
roll,
Cowboy
uh,
Question.
Influence interrogation.
I think a friend of mine would like to have some copies of these. I'm just going to Cowboy Question if I can find a port.
Okay. So as he's going like, no, I need these, and you plug it in, it's immediately gonna like jump over every screen that he has and just going, yeehaw! What can I do for you today, partner?
Hey, take everything. This will be our special gift. Waha! I almost say name.
It's just gonna turn into like a little like loading screen of him like lassoing like horses and then leading them into a corral and just slowly doing each one.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of entertaining.
I
I'm
He
distracted
just
by
leaves
it.
over.
So should I roll
Yeah, I like
interrogate?
this part.
And honestly, anything small enough that we
So-
can like anything encrypted that is small enough, like just
I mean, he's just gonna grab.
exactly, just take the
everything.
encrypted copies so that
I
like
mean, no, he's taking everything.
yeah, cool,
Yeah. That was the order he got, and he's doing
cool.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your thing.
Influence.
Uh-oh.
What were you rolling
So
for?
what happens when you fail an interrogation super hard?
Oh god,
I don't know.
you drop the knife on your own.
Actually,
foot.
both times we tried this, we fucked it up really bad.
He loses a toe.
No. I got 3 data points last time.
While you're holding his hand, you confuse one of your fingers for his.
Ow! Wait, what's the ability called?
Interrogation is the extra ability. It just means I get data points when I successfully interrogate.
Alright, when you question someone who's at your mercy, gain 3 data points about them. Oh wow.
Oh,
just
do I need to roll?
when you question someone.
Oh, so I don't need to roll.
Oh, you don't need to roll. Jesus.
Huh, okay.
Alright, their lives, their job, their transactions, their friends, their family, their guilt, their shame.
I get to know this guy's deepest secrets. Let's start
Alright.
with passwords.
Looking at him, maybe you don't want to know.
I think I can guess.
So I imagine you'll basically be like, I'll pick your fingers. And he'll just be like, no, I need these. And he'll be like, okay, but how many? And he'll be like, okay. You're like, so the password for Waymore is $CAT.
I'm just gonna like wheel myself around and look him in the face upside down and be like,
You don't have a chair.
oh, "Okay." Well,
He's
I look
down.
at it and I
The
say,
equivalent of
money cap. It's funny.
then I'll do a Soviet squat. Fine.
Just drop, just
I will just like
you know this is bad password practice. Yeah?
I will just look at you earnestly.
Come on, buddy,
say,
you're embarrassing
Try
us.
it. Try it.
I'm not scared of it.
What is password?
I'm gonna make sure. Like,
Better than mine.
Question, you have a copy of this. Do you have a copy of this already?
what?
Question, you have a copy of this.
He'll be like,
Let me know when you do. Want to make sure if I type in password and this a special password makes it erase, then it doesn't erase.
Good, do it on the copy.
Exactly.
Yeah,
to
that's
make
what he's
sure
doing.
copy
Alright.
exists.
yeah. So yeah, he's still working on it. It takes a while. He has a lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm sure.
So it'll probably
Question,
take,
let me know when you have copy.
it'll take like a solid 5 minutes probably.
Well, I'll get the list of passwords for.
I mean,
Sure.
Well,
So
why
you
don't
get-
we
you
ask
get-
him what's his deal with Facebook and why does he want to see them go down?
yeah.
Facebook.
It's Facebook. It's Facebook so much.
Well, it's less Facebook and more that they let the smuggling go on here.
Smuggling?
They don't stop it. They take a skim off the top and they just let it keep going.
Oh,
What kind of
so we have a hero. Yes, this man. I believe he's a hero.
It's gonna be like, you don't need to make fun of me when I'm on the ground already.
Well,
Everybody
don't
here's
need to.
already a dick.
But we can.
It's more fun.
Everyone here's already a fucking asshole. What? They
This-
don't smuggle gribbets off the planet and shit
Smuggle.
off the planet.
Hold on. Smuggle gribbets off planet. Are there any gribbets on this space station right now?
So when you say smuggle gribbets off the planet, he'll look a little confused, and then you'd be like, "Are there any on this station right now?" So he'll kind of stop and be like, "Maybe. I think they're supposed to come back with one soon."
Who? Ship name, pilot name. I'm gonna go back to the logs.
Yeah, he'll be like,
And you think-
"It's the just Jacob. It was Jacob.
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 I'm gonna badly misspell Jacob.
J-K.
In the Russian style, it's the Jacob.
There's a code. 16 letters.
Do you know how Russians say George?
No.
Completely serious. Jeans, джинсы. Джинсы.
That's not even like the Russian word for it. That's like them trying.
Yeah, it's like
to
a borrowed.
say,
Yeah.
Wow, it's even worse than Japanese.
Yeah.
Wow, that's hilarious.
They don't have a J. They do the and J. The George.
Wow. So yeah, he'll just be like, no, it's Jake. I forget his Jacob. I always forget his last name.
J is the upside down 7.
What?
Like the hook is a fish hook. J?
Hook. Yeah.
J. What is next?
J. He'll kind of look at everyone else like, for real?
Do I sound like I know Jacob?
Okay. J-A-C-O-B.
C is this one?
He'll be like,
Okay.
C.
Okay.
O.
Jacob. Fuck. I'll try both.
B.
Jacob.
Jacob.
Find it. Okay. Or if I do find it, yeah.
So you search. Yeah. So So you find a ship piloted by a Jacob. It's currently out picking up a shipment on the planet. It's supposed to come
On
back.
which planet?
Robot.
That's
on
brilliant.
I'm gonna get me a group. Any indication of when it's due back at all?
The flight plan says it's due back in about 2 days.
Okay.
Bad
news, Fyodor is going to starve to death. Good news is we make an agreement.
Look over at me and I'm eating chocolates out of the tin and I go, Fyodor? It's a rising intonation.
They're like, sure. What?
Hmm?
You're gonna starve it, John?
Maybe, we don't know. We ask the questions.
Okay. I'll be like, yeah, the fucking. I thought that's why you were selling it to me. I told you.
My friend, look where you are. Look what situation you are in. You think this is Fyodor? Come on.
He'll kind of stop and then like squint a little bit and be like, "You aren't you aren't Fyodor."
Of course I'm.
You'll realize.
Of course I'm Fyodor.
You aren't Fyodor. I can't say Fyodor. You'd be like, who are you?
We're Star Fox. That wasn't a Russian accent.
What is that? Who are you?
Very good question.
What are you doing?
What is next password?
I mean, he'll give it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to think of all the funny passwords.
And then I'll take a I'll take a chocolate and I'll just put it in his mouth and be like, "We ask questions."
You notice as you get closer, he's kind of like, but then you get real close, he just kind of like.
There's nothing wrong with chocolate.
Just drop it in.
Oh wait, so you say they smuggle gribbets? What does SpaceBook want with gribbets?
They sell them. I think I don't know what they do with them, but I know they smuggle them off there. And
What do you care?
Oh, we should ask.
it's not.
And I'll take out my phone and I'll simply text her
lick the
and be
ribbon,
like,
and
"What
then you
does
get
Facebook
really
want
hot.
with it?" I shall ask, and I look down at them and I go, "Secret contact," and then I'll finish it up.
They'll be like, well, it's not SpaceBook. It's they just the smugglers pay them to not pay attention. And they don't listen to me when I report it, and they threaten to take my job, so I just stopped reporting it. And now they just smuggle them off. I don't know what they do, but they ship them off to the inner colonies and just, I don't know, sell them or cut them up or something. Well, it's not right. Have you ever seen a gribbet? They're cute.
I have not.
They're harmless. They don't do anything.
I want to see a gribbet.
I look at his shirt and see if it's a gribbet on it or if it's an I
Could
Love
be a
Pony.
gribbet.
Hey,
It's
listen.
pretty warm. It's hard to tell.
I will do my best to rescue this gribbet.
Can you tell the truth?
Yeah. I want to not necessarily to rescue it. I want.
That's why
I
I'm
want a
asking.
gribbet.
When you say I will do my best to rescue this gribbet, are you doing the I will do my best to get this gribbet?
That's the one.
But you're trying to convince him that you will do your best to rescue.
I'm promising him that I'm gonna do my best to intercept that shipment of a gribbet. I will take this gribbet from the smugglers.
That's the wording I was going. Because if you say I will rescue the gribbet, I'm going to need an influence roll. But if you say I will intercept this gribbet, then you don't need to lie.
Do you know who smugglers
So-
are? I'm kind of like joining into the interrogation now. I'm sorry.
Well, text Sergey, see if he knows why.
We haven't gotten anything back yet.
Yeah, so Sergey will respond to the first one and just be like, find out why he wanted that info and what he was going to use it for. As well as how he knew how to get it. Like, how he first found out about it.
Gotta find what the leak is, even.
So I literally go and I read. So I say, okay. Why did you want information? How were you going to use it?
Like he starts answering, and you're like, "Shh." Question is not
And
complete.
who did he talk to gather original information?
He'll be like,
Sorry,
What?
information?
he'll be like, what was the first point again?
Oh yeah, every time I read it word for word.
I think I need to take a finger in that.
No, I'm helping!
Okay.
He is being helpful.
So
He tell
what?
us about gribbets. I want to get reward with some chocolate.
Yeah, but I'm getting very impatient.
I'm telling you, I just...
What would you use information for? And I'll look at chocolate.
I wanted... He'll kind of look embarrassed for a second. He'll be like, I wanted the information to protect myself when I blew the whistle on them so they couldn't just make me disappear.
Okay.
If I
Coward
had
protects self.
We have to stand. Go on.
When you say coward protects self, he'll look at you really sad. like kind of like a puppy that you just stepped on. Where like,
And then
you gave him some chocolate and he thought you were nice and then he said that and he's just kind of like, okay.
I'll give him another one because he
Yeah.
answered well.
He looks sad and then he eats it and he looks a little happy.
Okay.
They'll be like, well, I wanted to protect myself when I did that. And what was the second one again? I'm legitimately...
Read it again, starting from the first.
I'm legitimately forgetting
Yeah.
the second one.
I think
Anytime he asks you for one question, read them all again.
I allow you to read them all again, but I do need to remember.
What
the
was it?
second
I think it
one.
was why did he want the information?
How
Which
did he
we
know
already
how to get
got,
it?
which because he hated it. How did he know how to get it?
Oh. How did he know how to get it? Yeah.
So how did he get in
Well,
contact with Fyodor?
With
Basically?
Fyodor, yeah.
I basically just saw him ranting about his boss on Facebook, and I thought maybe he'd want to get even, so I told him I could help him if he just ran the script that I sent him on his boss's computer, because I knew he'd have access to stuff, and then he did it. And I was supposed to get it.
It's funny. SpaceBook advertisement work against SpaceBook, huh?
They have some kick to sort out with their platform.
Yeah. Okay. Good chocolate.
He's not happy, but he doesn't look as sad anymore.
What was the question?
And third question, let's see.
Frustrated chewing.
How you would use it?
The first one was like sad chewing, and now it's just kind of like, okay, this is what my life is now.
And this is like who? Who are you gonna sell it to, basically?
Oh, who's he gonna sell?
Oh
to?
yeah, who you're gonna sell it to?
So he's gonna be like, "It's no sell. damn it, Russian accent.
Yeah.
To be like, I wasn't gonna sell it. I was just gonna use it, and I mean, this was all my money. This is like everything I had, and I embezzled some money to pay for it. But
It's not a smart use of funds.
Fetch. Take the easy money.
So I'll reply
I
to
legitimately start crying. Like,
taking his life savings, yeah.
And then when Fetch picks it up, he's just gonna like quietly cry.
This is your payment for your crime.
He thinks he was doing a crime.
All right,
But
let's text
in his
Sergey.
eyes,
crime
you
is
are
relative.
bad guy.
I'm like feeling increasingly shitty about what we're doing.
No, right? This is awful.
This is like worse than like SpaceBook sending.
He was
Facebook
using
hitmen.
it to protect self.
And I'm an assassin. I'm like, wow.
He was worried that
Doing
SpaceBook
Seriously.
would attack him, not planning on selling. Smugglers transferring gribbits. SpaceBook no care. Beginning to think you kind of bad guy. Question mark. Send.
Alright. So while you wait for that, he'll be like, it wasn't a crime. They're the ones committing a crime.
You said you
You're not
embezzled this
supposed
money.
to- only a little bit.
Only a little bit.
And it was their parts, mainly.
So
Some
you
of it.
gribbit activist. You know, kind of nice
Just-
guy.
You're not supposed. When you find new aliens, you're supposed to invite them in and not exploit them.
When he looks up at me, my eyes are really big, and I'm nodding. I go, yes.
When he looks up at you, he actually like kind of like looks scared for a second, like just like, oh god.
When
it's
you
gonna
find
eat my
new
fucking
alien
kidney.
species, you must help them.
I mean, yeah, that's what we're supposed to do.
Even I have no idea.
It's kind of like
Like that's a real weird situation right there.
it's kind of quiet in the room, and everyone looks around and goes, you know, it's normal.
He's gonna, well,
Everyone.
if you take my money, can you at least get the guys that are smuggling?
Yes, we will do that. Wipe his computer.
Really?
No job.
I guarantee
Hey, we have
you will.
No job.
When you say we will get it, he'll be like, really? And you start going new job, he'll just like, huh? Like,
I'm just gonna start chanting job.
Hey, guess what? Best part about job? Payment up front. We keep all the money.
Resources for job.
One part about new
wipe his
job
computer.
is.
Yes.
Well, hold on.
Obviously.
Okay, we need to
Did
talk.
you do this to tell him to scoot closer?
Yeah.
Because when you do that, he's gonna be like, and like he can't. He literally doesn't have the abdominal muscles to like lift himself up off the ground. He'll like go up a tiny bit and then be like, "Oh yeah, I'm fat."
Well, problem is we still probably need to wait. It says here 2 days for smugglers to arrive with gribbits. That is, I mean, we grab them, we ask them questions about smuggling operation. This is next lead.
Well, look, they're all down there. You can go get them. On Rogan. They're all down there getting fucking Seiji. Goddamn. He's making faces at me, so I'm trying to do it. I'm looking at Costa and Seiji's right over his shoulder. It's just like, fuck.
Well, it's easier if they come here because, I mean, we have control here.
Right, but they don't always all come back. Usually they'll all be on the planet, and one guy will come up, or one or two will come up, and then they'll hand it off to somebody else. But Grax mostly stays down there with all of them.
You know their names.
Yeah.
You know what they look like.
Yeah.
Do you have security camera footage of these guys? So we know what they look like?
I mean, I have their employee photos.
Employee photos. They work for you?
They work for the company. That's what I'm saying. They fucking voice. They do this on the side. Damn it! I keep fucking it up.
So, and this company is SpaceBook or not?
Yeah. So this is not owned by SpaceBook.
This is like some shipping company.
This is basically This is like actually, I'll explain. They're basically mercenaries that SpaceBook hired to go on the planet first and start like when they sent the colony, they brought mercenaries. First is like protection,
when they first were in space, if anyone attacked, and then as kind of like a defense force, if they were like aggressive aliens, and now they're just kind of the ground troop guys for the planet, for interacting with the.
Does SpaceBook own Robot, basically?
Yeah. That's why they came out here.
So space.
By the way, if
keeping these gribbets hostage or using them from slavery?
Well, that's the thing. Is they're not using them. They're just holding them there and only letting them use SpaceBook.
Wait, so the gribbets are on Facebook?
A tangled
They're
web
all-
of
Look even the card of MySpace.
He's gonna go. Yeah, but only like their own network. So they don't use SpaceBook as a whole. They just use like Gribbet SpaceBook.
So they've never
There is
even.
a I made an account on Gribbet's Facebook.
You're telling me they don't even know Snapchat?
No.
It's a big problem.
Most of them have never met a human besides the Grax and his crew.
Have you've seen Gribbet?
I've seen pictures.
You know they're smart?
I mean, one of them's supposed to be pretty smart.
One of them.
The one that they use to help them.
Okay.
Which one is this?
They call him Freddy.
Is he like?
oh, Freddy!
Is he like the king or something?
No, he's just like the first one that didn't run away and they didn't shoot. That actually learned to speak with us, and now he's like the
Ambassador?
kinda, yeah.
What does Sergey say?
Sergey hasn't responded. You dropped a pretty heavy sentence there.
I did.
I mean, we starting to think you are a bad guy.
He's like contacting the PR department.
Well, no, there's like a solid 5 minutes. Well, actually, we've been talking for like a good 10 minutes here.
Because so
he's gonna
far he
reply
didn't
back.
really tell us a lot. He just said security information and see what's going on with this guy.
Right.
You're
so
like
he's
gonna get an email from SpaceBook and being like, "Hey, I'm just gonna be your intermediary now between Sergey and Oslo."
Sergey is actually
We would
going
want
to
you to meet in
respond.
this undisclosed location.
Sergey is
CC like 50 lawyers.
Sergey's actually going to respond and be like, "Didn't know about this. Looking into it. Wait until next response, please." Actually, probably not, please.
Yeah. Mr. Moneybags.
Well, he probably isn't bad guy because he's at least remember he said that he would possibly turn on his dad and SpaceBook. If
when
they
he
would-
when he first was creating the character.
Yeah.
He didn't really explicitly state it to everyone though.
yeah.
So most people wouldn't really know. I think only Boris might have an idea when he kind of like talked the police out of finding him when you very first met.
Okay.
He a rich kid. He knows suffer consequence.
But yeah, so Pickering will be like, well, yeah, I mean they're all down there, and you can go down there and find them, and
How many?
well, let's see. Nowadays there's only Grax, Jacob,
It's Jacob.
Smitty, JH, and Johnny Boy. Everybody else from the original crew went back, and I think handles the rest of it because they realized they didn't need this.
Wait, is that the J Etchy?
JH, what?
JH.
How would you pronounce that? JH.
JH?
JH?
And
JH? I don't know, there's no like H.
No.
There's like H.
How would you pronounce that? Tell me about Etchy.
Johar Djaha.
We are looking for Jahar.
Yeah. But yeah, those are the 6 dudes.
Okay. I'm gonna make sure that we like can see what they look like. I don't know. Ask Kostya to like make a separate little notes thing for our sake.
Should we go down there?
I guess so.
Cowboy Costa will be done by now.
Okay.
I'm hearing, yeehaw!
Thank you, Kostya.
Sure thing, partner.
So you'll try the passwords and
What's that?
you'll try the passwords.
Yeah. No, do the passwords for all the.
Do you check the form?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
So what do we see?
So when you type in scat, you get.
When I type in scat.
I think that was the password.
$sign
Oh
cat.
no! Is that what it is?
Money cat.
With the pooping, I guess. It's mostly scat.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna spend too long.
One thing that you are impressed by and are heartened by is there is not a single piece of furry porn of what looks to be a frog-like creature.
That's good.
Nice.
That's
Wholesome.
You do a quick scan.
it's like
lot of brown.
turn off thumbnails. See if they're right. See if
Going
they're
off titles.
yeah. I'm gonna look for like
Ratings.
any files that aren't images, just in case he's hiding anything among
Oh,
them.
they're mostly not images.
They're mostly not images.
They're mostly video.
Yeah, things that are neither.
I'm just gonna say he's got
No
a VR
media.
helmet. You got a splat clip. Holy shit!
I got a what, sorry?
That's good. I said you got a splat cam. VR helmet. Oh, fuck. That probably exists. Oh, if it doesn't, someone's gonna make it.
They're gonna make a lot
VR
of
cam
money.
that hooks up in the bathroom.
No, just somebody shitting on a VR. Someone's gonna do it. Someone's gonna watch it.
Somebody probably already has.
Yeah.
But like, I just want to make sure he's not like hiding any valuable
No, those
information
are all-
among. It's all just purely porn.
I mean, the scat, the way more folders, definitely pure porn.
Right on.
There's like subfolders, but
Sure.
there are more specifics.
Are they like
So,
let's look at
recognizable
the other
people or
stuff.
something?
No, well, so there's a few that are like names, seem to be the same actress, and then there's some that are consistencies.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at the other stuff. Got it.
Sorry, still got a little bit of 40K in me. Just want to keep expanding the disgusting. But yeah, so when you start going through the other folders, it's mostly like photos taken from like security cameras or like body cam type things. Like cameras that seem to be mostly like candid, kind of like usually like not obvious type pictures, and they're mostly either like from a ship showing them like carrying a cage with a grivet in it
Okay.
or something.
This is like evidence.
Or, like,
to
yeah,
build it,
it's
right?
like he has like evidence showing that they were doing it, and like logs showing that like this ship traveled from, like transponder logs of like where the ship has gone,
Yeah.
and then like there's even like a financial folder of like proof that like they're making donations to SpaceBook under like pseudonyms with money
Gotcha.
that could be traced back to like organized crime and stuff.
Okay. I want to make sure that Gostya gets a copy of all of the unencrypted stuff as well, and what the passwords were.
Yep.
Neat.
Scary. Didn't even realize that.
I
didn't
was sitting
either.
there and I was like, it's a way more
thought
folder.
it was-
Like, what's the password? And I was like, oh shit, what's a funny porn password? What's a good porn password?
I literally
And
thought it was
like,
punctuation mark dumb word. Like, yeah,
Nope.
Scat was surprising.
So,
Okay.
I think this is a pretty good spot to end.
Okay.
I like it, especially because it's like 10:50, and we're at a point where if Nelson does get free next time, I can have him just like show up.
Yeah, that is kind of like an
Anyone
important
advance?
character decision. What he says.
Because it really is determined on whether or not we're going to follow him further. Because it seems like a lot of our guys have moral quandaries about supporting SpaceBook. So we don't
That
know
is
where
a lot of
Sergey's
scaffold.
loyalties
So,
I
lie.
just went from like total callous apathy to like maybe we're doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Like pretty quick over the course of the session.
I am glad that you guys didn't start taking fingers off the bat there. That was one of those things where you'd have to be like, ooh, did you put that on ice?
Can we put that?
Well, I have a lot of medical training. I could restore
I mean,
fingers.
Doesn't he have some
But,
magic
like,
dust?
These ones are now double jointed. Some go other direction.
You are welcome.
I use magic
There is
dust.
a hand.
Just rub it in there.
This
So-
heals. This will heal it.
Just go rub magic dust on the leg. Does the magic dust work? It works when I use it. So does it work?
What is this magic dust? You're pretty sure it's ashes. Pretty sure it's just dirt and ashes. You just put wood in a fireplace and burned it, and then put it in a bag. Maybe a little bit of salt, just for flavor.
Advancement?
Yeah, so...
Oh, did anyone?
I didn't. I did not make it for a list.
So this is up to you, Mike. Unsuspecting victim is exploited.
That's a good.
Well, what about not the boss, but Mr. Happy?
That's
You
the
guys did kind of exploit him.
Oh, I mean, well, he screwed him over. I don't know if group count.
Yeah.
All I did was help him with his drug problem, and then leave a magazine open that probably won't even be seen by
so
anyone.
unsuspecting
I'm gonna say-
victim is supported. Oh, it's different.
Is it a different one?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
It's unexpected
I was like,
victim
that would
is
be really
exploited.
funny if in the same tree you had unsuspecting victim is exploited and unsuspecting victim is supported. And so you're just sitting there like,
Which one to do today?
Paragon!
Chaotic neutral.
There was this like Star
Yeah,
Wars.
okay. I'll allow it.
There was a Star Wars MMO that Andrea was playing for a
Did you
while.
exploit them?
He exploited him. He exploited him for
With the fat guy?
not the fat guy, the Mr. Happy.
Well, I radioed in.
Okay, well, we
Yeah,
definitely
alright.
exploited the fat
Alright.
guy. We got him to give us all his life savings and passwords, and
Yeah.
like
You guys did. You guys took literally every cent he has.
Woo! Got
It
3
just-
experience. All we need is one more.
listen, he's not gonna go to the Bahamas.
Do you have the
He's
one
not
more?
saving
Wow,
up for
fuck, yeah, you guys already have 3 experience after 2 sessions.
Wait, how do we have 3 experience?
Well, because
had two
everybody
from last
gets
session.
had 2, and this one, Nick just got 1.
So I'm
So
not
you
sure.
All, you all get an experience when we'll play.
I'm not sure if one of these actually counts yet.
No, you only get one.
Yeah, a subject is thoroughly analyzed.
No,
Not yet.
it's not a subject.
I'm pretty much like I almost want to save that one for a Grivet.
It will.
Yeah.
Might happen next session.
Yeah.
Well, so you pick 1. and
Yeah,
then
that's
you,
you said in the last session use the top one if we wrote down 2, and that's my top one.
Yeah,
Okay.
and yeah,
I mean,
I still gotta buy something super
you will
expensive.
definitely meet a Grivet. I'll put it that
I
way.
mean, we have
Excellent.
8 million credits now.
Don't tease me, Mike.
yeah, we do have 8 million credits.
Ooh, I can make it for less expense. I'll have to think about that.
Those expense.
Like when put into a solidly difficult moral situation, like I am compelled to not be a total psychopath, but I'm gonna take that Grivet apart.
Guys, I'm gonna get a second car.
Pretty frivolous seeing as how we can't drive the first
This one will have 3 seats.
I don't want to brag, but if I roll correctly, I could probably turn the outside of your car to gold. Or I could fuck up and turn the whole car.
Get car, turn to gold, sell car, use to buy 3 more cars.
Buy gold car.
What? No.
Gold is the most useless element in this universe.
No, gold's still pretty.
Like our electronics,
Pretty
like
solid,
they're
yeah.
corrosion resistant, like
I just...
yeah.
Actually, no,
Very
that
heavy.
is something that I have to think about because once you develop like intergalactic travel, it's kind of one of those things where you're like, oh man, there's no gold. It's so rare on Earth. And you're like, okay, we found an asteroid that was nothing but gold,
Right,
and
seriously.
it's the size of like Zimbabwe.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how
Like,
expensive that. I'll just tell you right now, the different tattoos I have, I need to reapply my water one, but...
yeah. The
Gold.
water one's good.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought of that. That's pretty solid.
I have gold, alcohol,
Fucking do.
helium, and osmium, which is the heaviest element.
Solid.
Is it also radioactive?
I don't know.
That's one of the beautiful parts about me not researching what I'm doing.
That's awesome.
I'm pretty sure that's radioactive.
I did it! Everyone's dying.
What's the atomic
Kill us
number
all.
of osmium?
If it's the heaviest one, the highest.
If it's like things above
So,
lead,
the
often
heaviest
collapse to lead.
naturally occurring element is uranium.
Okay.
The heaviest man-made element is ununoctium.
They might have changed over time. Osmium might have
legit.
been up there.
What's the atomic number of osmium now?
I'm committed now.
Osmium is
76.
I'll just fucking look up osmium. Sorry.
We just said
The
76.
densest naturally occurring element. Oh, that's what it is.
Oh, it's the densest. Their
very
F electron orbitals are compacted. Yeah. So the atom size contracts. That's it.
Applications where extreme durability and hardness are needed.
Holy shit.
Probably not. It's probably not. It's
Probably
radioactive.
not.
So if we need a shield... oh my god, they're gonna attack us! This wall is made of osmium.
I mean, that's pretty, yeah.
So can you guys do next week?
I should be able to do that.
Probably? I could probably do next.
Looking good so far.
Cool. That's 4 players.
Recording done.